episode of Aurogiri, and I already know, where the hell were you? How come you haven't streamed this? Well, work gets in the way, life gets in the way, and just here we are now. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy November. Happy everything. Don't forget to log into all those games to get those monthly refresh stuff, because if you're a PlayStation Plus member, Oni will give you some energy restores and some boosts and stuff, and I got that yesterday. That's pretty cool. Okay. Feels like forever since I've streamed, which is probably true. Like, just in general. Fun fact, I got the monthly quest in Onigiri done the other day, and that was the first time I got it done in a year, and I'm proud of myself. Because most of the time I end up working overtime or whatnot, and I just miss my login for a day. And that'll happen, like, maybe 7 times a month with, like, my work schedule and stuff. I just miss logins. And it'll always be, like, the last day of the month, and I'll be at, like, 24 logins. Like, it happens consistently. But this month, I made a conceited effort to do it. And I got a Vanguard scrap, and I was happy. I didn't get a mount scrap. I didn't get an accessory scrap. I got a mount scrap, which is probably the equivalent of doing it every month. You'll get a Vanguard scrap once a year. I remember when they first implemented that. I might have gotten 3. Not too much of it. So I'm going to pull up the stream on my iPad here, so I can have access to chat, because I don't know why PlayStation 5 never even implemented the way you can't even, because PS4 you'd see the chat on screen all the time. PS5 never did that, ever. Okay, how come I can't find anything? Am I not logged in? I am logged in. Hey Star, how you doing? Let me see here. How do I get there? View channel. There we go. Cool, I got chat up. Hi Shonen, hi Star, how you guys doing? The mags are decent. Yeah, I like the mags. I'm a big fan of those mags. I remember I saw someone send a screenshot from, like, Steam or something early on. I saw it. I'm a big fan of the mags. I like the mags a lot. The weapons I haven't really looked at. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about. I think I saw someone with one, but I don't know much about the weapons. I don't know if they're a continuation from the other moon weapons we got Check's Watch like 3 years ago with the Android update, or if they're something completely new, if they're holy, if they're whatever. I don't know. But the mags, I do like the mags. I like the multiplier on the mags, and I like the percentage on the mags. From what I remember, it was like, I think it's like 1.5 million on the mags for bonus damage. It's either 1 million or 1.5, but that is astronomically high. If when you consider a Darkfin, which is considered best in slot by like a bajillion people divided by a quintillion, because that's how many players we have, like around like 400 people will tell you that the Darkfin weapons are the best weapons in the game ever, and you don't need anything else ever beyond that, because herder, it's important. Anyway, the Darkfin weapons basically have a multiplier bonus damage of 700k. So whenever I see something more than 700k, I'm like, okay, that's really good. And their trigger rate is 50% from what I remember, which is really, really good, especially in modes where you have fixed damage on you, or you know, damage cap. So instead of doing 10 million, you're now doing, you know, 12 to 14. The weapon is OP against the Benkei. Because, yes, I heard about the machine. I heard about machine type. Machine type got added, didn't it? Like, enemies now have a monster type. Like, the 5th monster type has been added. So before we had Spectre, Spirit, Beast, and Monster. And now there's Machine, which is another M. I'm going to assume it's MA or MH or some combination of it. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't looked for it either. So I'm kind of interested. Are they going to rework Vanguards for that? Like, because the first time they ever added monster types, they never touched them beyond that. But the first time they added monster types into the game, it was because Miyamoto was omnipresent. Like, with Miyamoto existing, people having her at level 100, and then eventually 150, and you know, so on, with the awakenings and the outfits and all that stuff. Miyamoto was uncontested in how good she was. They even had to introduce, I think it might have been before the monster types, they put it in to, and it's still there. If you go look at the bonuses or like the data mines or whatever for the horse dungeons, Miyamoto does like 1/3 of the damage she's supposed to do in those dungeons. She does 1/3 the damage because they were afraid that's like, oh, well, here's Raijin. He's weak to checks notes. Wind. Okay, here comes Sepulcher about to do 50 million a swing, which is really good back in the day. It's still good now. I'd take that. And they didn't want that. So they made it so she only did 29999. And even on Yogg, Miyamoto only does 4.99999 million damage. So like they were really, really afraid of Miyamoto because they made a Vanguard. They made her really good. She was the poster child for the game. Everybody that watched PC or Xbox or whatever, they looked forward to the future. They knew, I got to get Miyamoto. The same way now that newer players that came on Switch or Steam or whatever, they'd see us or the old PC players or the old PC console using Keiji or Honda and like, holy fuck, I need to get that. It's that same wonder, that same skeleton key that like beats everything. That was that initial instance. And then when people caught wind of like them purposely like neutering Vanguards for certain dungeons, they kind of stopped doing that after that first Yogg. And now monster types were added before that, but they used the monster types to circumvent this. And honestly, they could do more with the monster types. Like they could make having an advantage really good. Like they could actually have Vanguards have a trait, and even now they're making weapons have traits. Like if this new weapon is really good against machine, then we could potentially see new weapon types come out that's like this weapon's really good against beast, or this weapon's really good against monster, spirit, specter, etc., etc. Like if fighting this monster type you do 20 mil or whatever, you can exceed damage cap. Like there's so many different avenues for damage or avenues for tech or avenues for something beyond herder. I do damage cap, rinse, repeat, herder, damage cap, rinse, repeat. Different ways to play, different appeals to new weapons, because eventually they could make a 135 weapon that's like really good for dark and it's negative holy. And let's say you have to combine a bunch of weapons to make it. And it's really, really cool, but because it doesn't break damage cap or it doesn't have a multiplier that is worth a damn, the weapon is regarded as a nothingness weapon, as a big nothingness burger. Like, and that's a trend you could potentially see in the future, because even if we keep making something stronger, people are rightfully so crafting and abusing, not really abusing, but using Lion's Skull to its fullest, and you're going to see builds of attacks close to 200,000. And there's no weapon you can make that is going to like take the average person that's not Lion Sculling, let's say, or not overabundantly doing it, and like there's no weapon that's going to break the difference. Like the weapon from the Time Guy had a lot of base attack to it, but without attack percentage multipliers, it's just a beat stick. Unless you're breaking damage cap, or unless you have an abundance of multipliers, you're still doing damage cap. It's the same problem we've had for 10 years, because damage cap existed at the beginning of the game. But cooldown cap didn't exist, and movement speed cap didn't exist, and they had to be refined later, because people are moving too fast, and people had too much cooldown. So those had to be adjusted later, so damage cap's never really gone down. We're actually very fortunate we've never seen weapon type damage cap, because I'd like to see it progressively, like in a positive note. Like I think Axe and Odachi should be able to hit like a shit ton as their damage cap. Like I think, well, it shouldn't even be weapon type because they have different attack values. They used to have different attack values. Now they're all the same. Like every weapon's pretty much in the same ballpark. Like if you make a Darkfin axe, it's like the last axe that's like really, really high attack. It's like Darkfin and Raid and White Brilliance. Those axes have like a shit ton of attack. You make one of those axes, and then if you make like an Ignis, it's going to have like less attack base than those weapons for axe. But if you make like a Leviathan, it just has like a fuck ton of attack for no reason. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Like I think the Leviathan bow is like stronger than the Leviathan spear. Like it's just like they changed this dynamic at some point in time. But yeah, I really, really like the idea of them adding different avenues for damage, different mechanics, different mechanisms of power that could be used. Because we need things to breathe life into this thing. We need new mechanics. We need new keywords. We need so on and so forth. Absolutely. Just things that are better. And to continue on those points, like they could have it so that Vanguards have a certain stat. Like let's say Siegfried is good to Beast. We're just going to assume he's good to Beast. He's probably not. Let's say Siegfried is good to Beast. I think it's Monster. Whatever. They could make it so Siegfried's Beast multiplier is like 5 times. And they could make it so that Keiji's Monster multiplier is like 2 times. And that would like disproportionately like make other Vanguards really good. Like, oh, you're fighting a monster? Here, let me bring my Sugamo. She's got like a 4 times multiplier to beast types or monster types. She's ready to go destroy Gakuho. Like, there's so many different things they could do. Like, they could just pump these characters up. Because that's the thing we've been demanding in the surveys, or at least, I don't really know if it's demanding, but echoing, reverberating this expression, this thought, that we like different Vanguards. We like the Vanguards we like, and we just want them to be good. Like, other gacha games, like, you know, character comes out 3 months later, it's going to be better than character that came out 3 months prior, and so on, so on, so on. In Onigiri, it's more build-based, or it should be. It's like, oh, you have this build, you have this much rain, you can use this Vanguard better than so-and-so who has negative rain, or uses these mags, or does this, whatever. Like, there's a build complexity that Onigiri has that it needs to emphasize and always come back to, as opposed to just here's new character out of the box, they hit 40 mil because fuck you and you should buy them, and like it's just like, okay, sure, okay, I'll get like 1 or 2, but then after that I'm kind of good. It's like, fuck, you're right, he is kind of good, he doesn't really need anything after that point. We need to think of something else. That's right. So then when they make new mags that can make or break or take a character that was previously not great and like shoot them up the tier list, like that's awesome. Like a couple months ago when we had the LTDs every day, they had the bonuses on the dungeons, and certain Vanguards were just god tier. Like Shikibu filled up 500% faster. She could do 40 mil a tick. It was awesome. I don't know. She had all these kind of buffs to her, damage and filling up. And I think it was Shikibu, Venus. I did a whole video about it showcasing them fighting Ignis and fighting the different LTDs and just destroying it. Like, using Venus to beat Ignis felt amazing. Using Venus to beat Darkfin felt amazing. Using Shikibu to destroy Forest of Chaos single-handedly was like a wet dream. It was amazing. I loved that. I want more of that. I want them to do more dungeons. And just sporadically, like, seasons. I play another game, Brown Dust 2, they have seasons. So this season, water's stronger. Like, next season, wind is stronger, and so on and so forth. I'm not too versed in it, but I see it all the time. So I assume that's what it means. But, like, they could do something in Oni, like, oh, for this update, Vanguards that are strong to monster just do better. Vanguards that are strong to beast do better, and so on, so on, so on. And they could do it kind of like a blanket thing, sort of like how they do Fever, but it's damage Fever. You know, it's like, oh, this month this character's really good. This month this character's really good. And just spice things up. Shuffle the deck. Change the values on things. Remix stuff. I like that. I love that. Like, whenever we get a new 150, it's great. I love it. But they don't do that enough at all. Like, Kenshin was the last one. We have, like, what, 4? Like, we have, what, Miyamoto, Sasuke, I want to say Oda so bad. Oda did get buffed, though. We have Lancelot and Kenshin. I'm pretty sure that's the 4 150s. And Sasuke needs like a 130. Or needs a 180. A 180 is a good word. I like that. She needs a 180. Yeah. So, like, I like that they're experimenting with new avenues of power and new ways to make characters good and make people feel like, yeah, I'm really happy I have this character. Like, I like that. Like, if we had another gala event and they made it so Himiko hits like 100 mil a tick, people are gonna be like, wow, I'm so happy I have Himiko. Like, you know what I mean? That would feel great. Like, just more of those things that make the player feel good. We need more of that. We need more and more and more. Like, in this event right now with the Kenshin, there is a bonus as well. And they're doing more of it. And in this one, Scarlet Bloom, oh, these are the bonus. These are rewards, not actual bonuses. Am I wrong? Is there a different button? Checklist? Oh, this one wouldn't have any because it's the Higan dungeon. Right? So we have to click on... Oh, I guess they're all Higan. This one would have it because... Yes, exactly. Yeah, like here, Kenshin, Emo Kenshin, Scarlet Bloom Kenshin, she's going to fill it 5 times faster. And then regular Kenshin 3 times faster, Shingen 300% faster, 3 times faster. and then Dawn Kenshin also 300% faster. Like, I like that. I like it so that, if you have these characters, it's not just that you're getting more drops, you're getting more use out of them. I think when we fought Tabuyaksha Moroku, I put out a video, I think a little clip of me using Wolf King Kaguya holding R1, and I beat him in like 30 seconds. Like, that to me felt awesome. Like, eventually it lost its luster after like a week, but it still felt great. Like, it makes it so that if you just have one copy of this character, they're going to fill up like they're a 5-star or a 5 copy, and they're going to dish out damage. Like, it's great. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, that's great. I'm glad I have this character. Because in Oni, 90% of the time, there are exceptions, especially once you have a character 5-scrolled. Any character that's not 5-scrolled or at least 3, depending on the character, you feel like, fuck, man, it doesn't fill up fast enough. I'm running the dungeon with my friends, and they're already full. They got instant charge Shiro. They're already full. By the time I get to the boss, I Vanguard swap, but they're already killed it. Like, it makes you feel like you lag behind. Even if you're by yourself, it's a bit different, but you start to be like, man, even though this other character does like half the damage in here, I'd rather fill up twice as fast, because by the time I'd fill up, this guy would be dead. Like, you kind of get that mentality playing the game. So I really like it when they do this. And I think it should be a seasonal thing. It shouldn't just be for this event. This should be for every dungeon in the game. Like, it should just say, hey, for this update cycle, these Vanguards fill up this much faster, they do this much more damage, use them. Like, how fun would it be to go see, like, Dark Miyamoto go, like, beat the shit out of Lucifer just for no reason? Like, that'd be fun. Or Siegfried doing 30 mils a tick. Like, I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Yeah. For sure. Okay, so, mini... That wasn't really a rant, but it's just I guess the state of how I see things. But that aside, let's talk about the update contents. How long did that take? 17 minutes. I apologize. Hopefully people can hit right on their keyboard later. Anyway, so this update is a rerun of an update we had 1 or 2 years ago, where they introduced Spring Bloom Kenshin, or the Dark Kenshin, Emo Kenshin, whatever you want to call her. And basically, you do 3 dungeons. I think you do Undersea Cavern, maybe. You do a couple dungeons. I thought it was. Yeah, you do Undersea Cave, you do Echigo Estate, Higan, and then you do Sato Mines, and then you do a version of that dungeon where you play as Kenshin, and then you do a regular version. You just rerun where you fight Kenshin. So you fight Kenshin in 2 of them. One of them you're given Kenshin, another one is just free for all. You can play with your friends or by yourself, run it all or whatever, as much as you want. And then the other 2 dungeons, you do them for story. Generally, you're only going to run them again for a handful of achievements, basically running them 5 to 10 times on normal or 5 to 10 times on hell. They'll give you full restores. Most other things aren't worth your energy. Most of the time you're going to spend your time just doing Sato Mines Higan, getting both drops from each run, and trying to get the exchange shop cleared out as quickly as possible. So what makes this event really good is that it has a quote-unquote free Ogi. And by free, I mean you just got to collect 1,000 of each drop, and you can get Ogi Claw of Knot 5. If this is your second time with this event, you might have gotten this the first time. If it's your first time, this will be your first time getting it, obviously, hopefully. In the past, I got 1 Claw of Knot V for Spear. I think it's okay. It's not a bad move at all. Depending on your class, it could be the best ice skill you have. For sure. I would put it like, if Icicle Punishment is like a 10, this is like an 8. Like, it doesn't have the iframe, so it drops down to 9, and it's just not as strong, so it drops down to 8. Like, it's a good Ogi. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not going to judge a gift horse in the mouth. Like, it's good. It's free. You can get it. If you don't have to use it if you have something better, but if you don't, it's fantastic. I think it's all right. Yeah, 15 copies of Scraps does take a long-ass time. I agree. I've been playing a lot of other gacha games recently, and most of them just have the ability to be like, hey, you want to trade in some Yorozus or pity or whatever, and we'll just, like, if you can build up enough pity, we'll just give you another copy. Like, they have Yorozus, but differently. But some games are literally just like, yeah, you can trash this character and convert them into scraps. Don Machi does this. Basically, every character you get is worth half a scrap, and it takes 10 to max it to get an extra copy of a character. So once you start maxing out the standard characters, once you get them again, you just scrap them. You can do it for like a whole extra copy of a character per month worth of stuff. It's really nice. It's a really good mechanic. Cat Fantasy, I've been playing that a lot lately. And that one you can just transform any shard of an SSR into shards, basically. And for every 200, you can just grab whatever character's in the shop. It's very similar to Yorozu's, but really, really cheap. It doesn't take pity into account. And it's just if you get an SSR and that you do not want or you do not need, you can exchange it for the one that's the flavor of the month. It's pretty cool. I actually just took one character to 2-star doing that. It was really, really nice. But yeah, Onigiri should do that. I think the phone version, you were able to buy scraps with Yorozu, something like that. But yeah, I've always said that we should just be able, if we have extra scrolls of characters that we already have maxed out, we just don't want to use or whatever, I do think you should always have one copy of every character put in just so that you get max rewards from everything, because it could be the summer event and they'll be like, hey, do you have Wolf King Kaguya? And I'll be like, yeah. Like, they just do that shit all the time. But beyond that, you should just be able to transform any platinum into like 1 or 3 scraps or something like that, in my opinion. I think 3 scraps would be perfect. I think 1 would be better than nothing, but it's not worth it, because it would take 15 just to get 1, which is just gross. But I think if a platinum transformed into 3 scraps, that would be fair. Because then let's say if you got a platinum every month rolling or whatever casually, and you don't need them, you don't need the copy, it's your 15th Azura, whatever, you'd get an extra, you'd get like a free copy of a Vanguard every year if you just had if you got 1 Vanguard a month, let's say, or if you did a big rolling session and you got like 4 of the other guy, you know, be nice. What's your comment? Mega Fish? You love it if they would buff the EXP dungeons and add laps. I'd love to get my main to max, but I don't have 500 hours to spend every day. Man, 500 hours every day? Fuck, I don't even know what you could do with that. 500 minutes might be too much. How many hours is 500 minutes? You get 60 minutes in an hour. So 6 times 10, a little less than that. That's like 800 hours. That's like 8 hours a day. I think 500 minutes. If it was minutes. But yeah, I agree. I think they should add laps to a lot of key dungeons. I think anything that takes energy should have laps. Now, they're gradually doing it for everything that comes as an event, but it's kind of expected now. But I think anything new should have laps on it, and I think anything that takes energy should have laps on it. Pretty fair concern. But then we'll go to the survey in like 2 years, and we'll forget about it. We'll be like, survey, Herder, give me icicle punishment, enter, and we'll move on. We'll forget about it by then. But I agree. So yeah, so this exchange shop, I went through it, when I looked through it, I feel like it's very solid. It does have a Vanguard scrap, I think. Does it have laps? That's great. That's really cool to see. I haven't been there yet personally, but that's really great. Hi, Rocky. Like that's what I mean. Like, everything new should have laps. Like, they shouldn't make something new and then forget about it. It's like installing a new bathroom and not putting toilet paper in it. Like, what are you doing? Like, hello? What? I thought this was common practice. So let's go over this exchange shop very quickly. So again, if you've never played this update before, you have to go to, I think, Onigashima, talk to somebody, then go to Echigo, and then you can play it. So if you're new to the game and you haven't gone to Echigo yet, you might be shit out of luck. I'm not sure. I don't remember how this event starts. But basically, once you get here, you do a number of dungeons, and within a couple hours, you'll be there. Yeah, the exchange shop is very good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I looked at it. So, number 1, you get some nice little accessory things here. What do they do? 5% attack. That's better than nothing for some people. That's very good. 15 ice. Can't beat that. And 5% attack. And then you get some skill force, some dark, some slice. Yeah, exactly. Because like, Oni's development team, for the most part, doesn't play old dungeons. Like, when they made it so that the Dullahan weapons needed Shigaraki and pelts, Tanuki pelts, do you think they realized it only dropped in like one fucking dungeon? And it was like a dungeon that you can't reliably run on PS4 without crashing. Like, I remember bringing people with me, and they were on PS4, they were crashing every 2 runs because of all them ants. Like, it was the worst dungeon ever. So who do they put in this new dungeon? A Tanuki that's, like, way more accessible. So, like, that's, like, a big, okay, good. But they had no idea. They just thought, oh, yeah, this guy exists, he's in Tanegashima, yeah, they can go farm him. And it's like, no. And then when they made, I think it's the same fucking weapon. You needed the fox drops, the nine-tailed fox. And they're probably thinking, oh, they're going to go to Plover Pit. We're like, hell no, we're going to Juncture. We're spending energy for that. We're going to get 3 a run. Hell yeah. Seshiseki. You know, like, they don't, in my opinion, they don't know, like, the best dungeons to farm for X or this or that or Y. Exactly. Calamity Debris. Exactly. Calamity Debris is like a godforsaken drop. I don't actually... Am I upset about it? No. No, man. That's like boomer talk. That's like, man, back in my day, we had to go through the dungeon both ways, uphill, and we crashed 3 times before we even got to the boss. And we were lucky the drops didn't fall through the floor. You kids don't understand. I hate when you guys get... No, as someone who made the corpse, I love it because I want to make a second corpse. But even more so than that, what if I need the drops again? I want everything to be accessible. Like, we should revamp Susanoo. Susanoo serves a purpose. If you need to farm Daruma cushions, or you need to farm large bones or large skull for some items, you can go to Susanoo and you can run some of his challenges every day to get like 4 quick in and outs shot at a boss. Like quick, easy farming. Now, that needs to be revamped to where you can talk to Susanoo, which is literally just revisiting memories and fighting them in a physical form, and go beat the shit out of them. You know? Like, they should do that. Like, if this was a more progressive game, and by progressive, I said this earlier, I mean, like, modernized, like, just in the mindset of what we see nowadays, there would be something in Susanoo's mind, basically like custom Juncture, and then every update or so, they would change the monsters in Juncture, and they'd be like, hey guys, this is Juncture November 2024, and in Juncture November 2024, you can encounter, like, every boss at floor 10 and so on, is going to be Tiamat, okay? Every boss is going to be Tiamat. So in the first room, it's 1 Tiamat. In the second room, it's 1 Tiamat. In the third, and like, not every room, but every 10th floor. And then once you get to like 50, like, all the frogs are Tiamats. Like, they just swap every boss with Tiamat. So the room with like 2 Benkeis is like 2 Tiamats. And so on the 3 three-eyed Sumashis, there's 3 Tiamats. You fight the 3 Nyarlathoteps, they're all Tiamats. Like, they could just do a Juncture run and say, hey, every boss floor, every boss is Tiamat. So if you need Tiamat drops, just run through that fucker with your friends and get some Tiamats. You know, get some drops. Like, that would be really, really, really fun. You know what I mean? And then, because, like, we as players will do Yakumo Temple for Tiamat. We'll do Juncture for Fox drops. We'll do this and that and this, you know. But Susanoo's mind, like, if they were to customize it, they should be like, hey, if you're so-and-so level, or you're so-and-so through the story, or if you have so-and-so and so of this and that, you should just be able to go into Susanoo and be like, hey, I want to do a Juncture run where all the bosses are Tiamat, or all the bosses are Benkei, or all the bosses are Chief Daruma, or all the bosses are Araman, or all the bosses are Eldritch Beast. Well, maybe not. Anything that's energy locked you can't do, but anything else in the base game, you should be able to do that. You should be able to do it for Mudboat Tanukis. You should be able to do it for Sumashis. You should be able to do it for so on, so on. Now, whether whether we get to choose the boss in question when we run the dungeon, like maybe there's like 30 pages, you just pick one, bam, that's the boss, go. Or it's just Cyberstep says, hey, this month it's not Darkfin, Jesus Christ, Game of Crash, but, you know, it's Tiamat. Next month it's Tanuki. Next month it's Foxes. You would see people being like, oh man, we got to get them juncture runs. We got to get them in. Like the same way that we get the half price LTD dungeons, and we, not even half price, but they're like 10 instead of 60, and you can run them every day. Same thing. Just do more of that and make the game more quality of life, more fun, more something to do. Because if there's always something to do, you're going to have less time to run your mouth and complain. It's only when people have nothing to do or they feel like they have nothing worth doing that if we had forums, they would be blowing up because like, oh my God, what do I do? Oh my God, there's nothing to do. Oh my God, did you see this drop? Yeah, it sucks. I'm skipping. You know, there'd be way more of that. But if there was always something to do, always some way to achieve it, that's not a pain in the ass, you'd be all over it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Pat, how you doing? I have not done the story. Put Hades in there? Exactly, dude. Hades is... So... that's really funny when you mention Hades. So, if you're on PS4, Hades is worse because you have to load fucking Sekigahara. Now, Hades is an interesting one because it's literally go in and kill him and go out. What you want for Hades is laps. We need laps for every Kamikui dungeon in the game. Any dungeon that has like a Kamikui type boss needs laps. To extend upon that, every dungeon needs laps. If Hades had laps, you just kill him, reload, kill him, reload, kill him, reload, kill him, reload, kill him, reload. You would need water at that point to make sure you're okay because you now have 999 black smoke. Like, and like 3 Bibles. One cool idea, letting us use friendship items to upgrade Sys and Vanguard partners. Yeah? I guess so. Like, friendship items, after you're done leveling up all your party members, they basically just become Daruma food because they're worth 2 points each. That's their main use, is they just become Daruma food. But I do see the appeal, like, if they were actually good, yeah. Because I know the beckoning cats and the komenus that you get from rolling sometimes, you can trade them in for points, which is what you should do. You shouldn't use them. And those you can trade for gacha tickets, stat point resets, Magatama grade powder if you need it. It's all there. So, okay. Great conversations, actually, dudes. I'm appreciating this. So let's actually go through this shop. So you have the 8 Oogis, they're here. You have a weapon skin that you could have gotten last time, and now there's a new weapon skin. And the first weapon skin was Kenshin 150's weapon. It's not in inventory, thanks. I just want to look at it. So there it is there, that's Kenshin's weapon, you can hold it on your character. And then now with this update we have the Scarlet Bloom manifestation version, which is the Emo Kenshin version. So you get the purple one, which is really cool. It's got the blue writing on it, it's nice. That's actually a really nice skin. Like, if I would probably put that on my weapon. It looks better than a lot of weapons. It's actually really nice. Okay. So what else is in here? We have 10 energy restores, basic, 5 full LTDs. I grab that every time. I grab it first, actually, just because why not? Then we have our 300% experience, Ryu, and drop boost. And if you have paid attention at all to this update, you'll notice that EXP boosts are relevant again, because now there's a dungeon where they matter. Why they don't matter in the why? I think when they first dropped on PC, you could like, do you guys remember the exploit? So, and it was an exploit, we'll call it that. Let's go down memory. I know I want to get through this shop, but I want to talk about this. So when you guys use experience tickets, you have to be outside of a dungeon. Usually you talk to the black cat, you buy X amount of tickets, you eat them, you feed them to your partner, whatever. You're doing that there. When they first implemented EXP tickets, you were allowed to consume them in a dungeon. Okay? So why does this matter? If you ever paid attention to that little box of secrets and details, when you clear a dungeon with double S rank, you get double your experience. But it's actually not double, it's triple. So when you kill an enemy, you get their base value of experience. And then you get another value of their experience. And then when you clear the dungeon, you get that value again. So basically, you'll get immediate value from killing an enemy. That's why you can kill something like a Daruma and then leave dungeon, you still level up. But the reason you finish the dungeon is because you killed the Daruma, you get the 1.8 million, let's say, and then 1.8 million goes in the pool. Then let's say you clear the dungeon with double S rank, that 1.8 million that's in the pool gets doubled because you multiplied it by 2. If you die, then it goes to like 1.5 or 0.8 or whatever. So you actually get a value of experience 3 times in a dungeon. So what happened was players, when they got the EXP tickets for the first time, they used them in a dungeon. So they went into a dungeon. The guy like amassed, I think at the time you could only have 999 because they did not already have the 9,999 item carrying limit on a person. So let's say a guy had 999 experience ticket 3s. He went into a dungeon, a very easily clearable dungeon. I don't know what, maybe the actual EXP ticket dungeon itself, because it takes like 2 seconds to clear it. Doesn't matter what. He went into it, ate all his tickets in the dungeon. So he would have gained like, I don't know, how much are they worth? Like 20 million, 2 million? Let's just say they're 20 million a ticket. And then, I actually don't know what they're worth. They might be worth 5 million. Whatever. Let's just assume they're worth like 1 million just for the sake of it. So each ticket's worth 1 million. So you eat 1,000 of them. So you get like a fuck ton. Anyway, I should know these numbers, but they're not in front of me, so I'm losing them. So yeah, so he gets like 100 million experience, let's just say. And then he clears the dungeon. He comes out of it with 300 million experience because he got a double S rank. So basically, when it was first implemented, and they patched this really quick, people could go into the dungeon, eat the experience tickets, and I don't think being on an experience boost didn't affect it. It didn't, because you weren't killing a monster for it. Experience boost affect the monsters you kill. You can't, like, eating tickets on a boost doesn't make anything different. Doesn't help you. But the dungeon boost did. So basically it was like cutting your money in thirds. And if you're using a bow to run the dungeon, then you're cutting the cost in sixths. So it was really, really, really good and exploitable back in the day. Anyway, flash forward, we have a new dungeon. I guess it's this Benkei dungeon or something else where you can run it. It gives you a shit ton of experience, and now EXP tickets are relevant once again. You don't need to do 230 hours of Dew Creek just to hit 131, which is what I didn't do at all. So let's continue on, shall we? So we have high potions, mega potions, soul egg, prayer crystal. We have superb fortunes, 10. 5 godlies is actually really nice. We used to have to do OC campaigns to get godlies at all, so that's really nice to see. Ornamentation, exactly 10 and 5. 3 buttons, 3 band-aids. Cancellation items, 3, 2, 1. Those are always nice to see. The green ones, whatever. We have 10. We have 5 repair fairies, some weapon grade powder, mag grade powder. Always great to see mag grade powder. Durability tickets, point Ruma stuff. These aren't worth getting ever. Like, the amount of drops it would take you to get this, like, you're better off just trading in all the drops for points. Like, don't even do it. My opinion. There is a Vanguard scrap here. That's a big, huge W. That's fantastic. That's great. So that already makes it like a 10 out of 10 exchange shop. So you have free Oogie, you have free scraps, you have restores, you have all this other stuff. So you've experienced 6. Oh, we have the numbers here. 100. Is it really? It's 10 million. 10 million. Holy shit. And then a 4 is still 10 million. Yeah, so you got 10 million times 999 times 3. It's really good. So 30 million times 999, basically. It's very, very, very good at that time. So we have a bunch of stones. We got some crystal stuff. You know, when these start being Lion Skull, when these start being Blacksmith, when these start being the attack percentage ornaments or the cooldown ones, we'll pay attention. But these are probably the most ignored drop in every exchange shop since they've been added. Like, even if they were giving, like, the one that gave you, not Untarnished Weapon, the one that gave you, like, attack percent, not attack percent, but, like, skill force and attack and all that stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but that one was good. Even if it was that stuff, like, the actual Magatama ones, these would be, like, actually sought after. Then we have a bunch of stones, as we usually do. We have Scarlet Gem, Cerulean, Myrtle, Ivory, Obsidian. Ivory and Obsidian really need to go, because you just run a Moon Dungeon, you get them. Heavenly Marble, Earth and Marble, they need to go as well. Inevitable Aspen. Yep, I love that one. That was the GOAT before it wasn't. It served us a long time. that I will say. I still have like a double inevitable last stand Sparrow. And I have a triple inevitable, the mag it actually came from. And that thing was a beast. It had like 120 skill 4s on it for like 21 charger. It was really, really good. So then we got Reverse Compass. We have Frozen Hellhorn 10. 10 Frozen Hellhorns at a value of 100 a drop. Very good value. Very good. Even running that on Reward Up, which is like Wednesday, Thursday, some in between those 2 days. These things are still a pain to get. So getting 10 Frozen Hellhorns is a big godsend. Fire the Homunculus, not too big a deal. Mephie's kind of steamrolled nowadays. Horn Sculpture is very good. That saves you. I'm going to put it as 100 energy a run to get 1 Horn Sculpture. That's probably a good metric. So you save a lot there. Seedlings of Calamity, those are good as well. Teas of Eternal Night, those are always great. Wandering Spirit, those are really good too. Large Skull, I mentioned this earlier. Those are always nice to have because they're annoying to farm. Cerberus Vinegar, that's needed for stuff nowadays, I hear. So that's really good. Seshuseki Fragment, again, that's good. That's great. That saves you like probably 150 energy. My controller died. I have a hard time with my PS5 controllers. They don't hold their charge at all. Like PS4 controllers, they would hold their charge forever. PS5 controllers, not so much. Where were we? Seshuseki Fragment. Shigaraki again. Seshuseki and Shigaraki. That's beautiful. That is Dullahan in your hand right there. Curse Crab Claws, that was used for ornament. Say 20? Holy 20? Oh, never mind. That saves you like 300 energy a Seshuseki Juncture. Like, even more. That's like 5 restored. That's fucking good. Shigaraki too, that's really, really good. Although once you have your Shigarakis, you still need the pelts, and you start like doing that meme where you're sweating, looking around, and you all got any more than pelts? That's how it feels. Yeah, it's a very good exchange shop. Yep. Bloody Face Guard, whatever. Yellow Dragon Claw, very good. 20 claws, how much are they? 50? What? Man, they did not know the value of $1 today. Heavy-Sacker, that's kind of okay. You can get that running Gargoyle. It's not that big a deal. Ancient Coin, whatever. Twilight Milk, that's a horrible drop. High-grade Total Oil is actually very, very annoying to get. The best way to get high-grade Total Oil, in my opinion, is do Sado Mine Oni mode and just beat the shit out of all the frogs and leave and do it over and over and over. I think Oni mode is a higher drop rate than health, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I do when I need high-grade Total Oil. I go to Sado Mine Oni mode and I beat the shit out of some frogs. That's my go-to place for a high-grade Total Oil. Mantra is very good. I think that's needed for Avenger against monsters. Avenger on monsters. Which is one of the best crit ornamentations of the game. Apart from, well, Lion Skull. Then you have Purified Oil, which is fantastic. Fox Mask, very good. Tanuki Pit is there? Oh my god. Oh, and Shunaban Horn. Oh shit, yeah, this is actually tailor-made to the player base. So, Cybercep's waking up. They're like, oh shit, what do they need? Check the grocery list. Oh, they need this. Okay, put that shit in there. 30. Fantastic. That's amazing. This is, yeah, you're right. This is definitely one of the best shops of all time. It's up there for sure, yeah. Absolutely. So we went from Honda to this. That's amazing. Honda shop was amazing. You had free weapons, free mags, free this, free that. I like that Honda mag too. I like that. I haven't made it yet. It's not even close, but I like it. So yeah, exchange shop. Yeah, this is a very good. Yeah, so it's very, very good. The best way to farm tentacles. The worst way to farm tentacles is to farm tentacles. So that would be, Sado Mine, which to me is like a 3-minute run or less, depending on how I feel. I think, yeah, it's not good. There are some mags that break down for it. I think on memory it's like the Oshu mags. So like, I don't know if it's Mocha or if it's the red one from Minor Delusions. So it's either like the one with the paintbrush wolf or Minor Delusions with Boob Spider in Oshu Highlands. but they drop like Moku and then they draw Warrior's Boons. I think Warrior's Boons give them. And if it's not that, then it's like... You got 3 from Affinity on Moon? Yeah. The, Man, I'm losing the names of mags. I can see them. It's a blue mag. It's got a K on it. It's for Odachi, Kairagi. So all those mags, like Kairagi, Kakatu, all those mags, they break down into a lot of useful stuff. And I think Tentacle's among them. They are supreme, though. They are absolutely supreme, the Tentacles. But I'm not too... I know I get most of mine from mags. But running, like... Literally just running the dungeon is going to be your best option 90% of the time. The best option is to bring someone with you and then buy their tentacles off them. But again, I would rather farm tentacles than farm Tanuki pelts. Okay, so let's get these 3 daily Kenshin runs out of the way. Okay. So this one, what makes this one so great is that there's no secret drop you're looking for. We don't need that wasabi that I had last up. I hated that stuff. I could not get wasabi to save my life. I was so behind on that. I only got, like, I think, maybe, like, 32 at the end of it. I didn't have enough for, like, all the weapon skins. Like, I had a really hard... I would go some days without getting one from the 3 Hondas, even if I did a bunch of hell. It was just not good for me to get that wasabi last time. So, luckily, this event does not have any of that jazz in it. Any of them shenanigans. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know why wasabi was so bad. Now, if you want my opinion on why wasabi was so bad, I'm going to say it's because the original Honda event did not have a drop like wasabi. It was not in its original drop table. So, like, the Seshu one, I got that a lot more. The Mysterious Metal Fragment. But that was built into the Seshu event from the very beginning. So that was implemented at the start. So the drops were right for it. But then I think they just tacked on the wasabi to what we already had from before. And that's why wasabi was so hard to get. I did have some days where I got 2, but I had way more days where I got like 1 or nothing. Like Taiji Stone was like, well, you had like 2 months to get Taiji Stones, but Taiji Stone was like, you got a Taiji Stone every day. There was no question. Like, if you didn't get a Taiji Stone, I'd be more surprised. Absolutely. So tomorrow they are doing an update, and by tomorrow I mean tonight. Or maybe they already did it. Is today Friday? We're gonna go see. But I didn't even check if my Oni updated or what. But they said that they're doing an update to add Kenshin to the Black Cat, and they put out a tweet for this. I put out a post for it the other day on YouTube posts. How do I get anywhere? There we go. Where is it? Right there. So yeah. So in case you guys didn't notice, like in 2023 when they added Scarlet Bloom Kenshin, she was in her Black Cat for that event only, and then she was never to be seen in the Black Cat again. The only way you would get her is like from missing on like a banner that had every character in it, or maybe from like a legendary if she was even in there. But like you just couldn't get her unless she was on banner, like for no reason. She was just like poof. Like other characters like Tabu, Yaksha, Moroku, and who else did they add? I don't think Lightning Bolt Oda. She is actually like, I think she's the summer character of the year, so she is actually not amongst them. But everyone else that was like permanently added, like she was not there, and then Yakshu, Tabu, Moroku was, and it was like, what the fuck? Made no sense. So, but they put out a post that, yeah, this is an error that's been going on since 2023, And I was actually going to make a video saying that she's not here. What the hell? Like, this needs to change. We need to, like, submit errors and shit because, like, error reports and tickets and stuff because Scarlet Bloom isn't here and she needs to be here. When the whole year, like, ever since Steam came out, she's been in the Black Cat on Steam the entire time. So, like, if you want to imagine the meme of Thanos holding the dagger with two blades on it, like, perfectly balanced as all things should be, it's like PS5 players don't have Kenshin, and then, like, Steam players don't have Bazaars. It's, like, perfectly balanced. So, like, you know what I mean? So she's not here yet at all. She is not here yet. So there should be an update tonight, maintenance tonight, that's going to add her to the shop. So if you're someone who's been saving your Yorozu tickets, and I think she's going to be a permanent addition to the shop, the Black Cat. She is not going to be just for this month, to my knowledge, because they said it was a problem since 2023. So I think she's going to be a permanent addition to the shop, which actually makes her a prime target for Yorozu tickets, because she's actually very good. She's a very good Vanguard. And now, right now, KG's available in there. Is she better than KG? If you don't have KG, get KG. I think she's better. I think KG's better than her. Like, getting a KG is so fundamental to an account that if you had to choose, you know, like, she's not better than Honda. She's not better than KG. She's not better than... Akechi's debatable. I'd say she's probably on par with Akechi. But anyway, like, there are certain hierarchies to Vanguards. Like, right now, if you have Yorozus, get KG. If you don't have KG Max, like, get KG. Like, don't even think about it. But, like, right now, Wolfgang Kaguya is around, Momotaro is around. Maybe you are tired of not getting drops from events, so you want to try and get one of them. You know, it's really up to you and where you are in the game. But yeah, they are going to be adding her in an update maintenance, I believe, tonight. So be on the lookout for that. And tomorrow, if you can't log in, update your game. So that's where that's going. Okay. I have to identify a weapon, I believe, for my daily. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And that number kind of grows, doesn't it? Oh, a Hyotengu. Oh, shit, we got to talk about that too. Okay. So, next point on the agenda. So I'm gonna do the Nyankuropan first, and then we're gonna talk about the new skills they added to the game. Okay? So, this is the second survey limited Nyankuropan. We had the first one that had a bunch of Vanguards on it. This is another one that has a bunch of Vanguards on it. So you got Seimei. We'll see them in a second. It moves too fast for me. There is a Seimei Sailor pack that's there. If you plan on rolling this update, I do recommend buying this first. That way you get an outfit and some goodies, and you get your tickets back anyway for the 5 pull. It's really up to you. And then they also have the KG Sailor pack, and they have the Koga Shiny pack. This is really good. This gets you the black skin for KG's mount form, which is really nice, really nice. And this is the KG military outfit, which is the white coat KG, I believe. So lots of KG outfits here. And you have the Seimei Sailor outfit. They're back as well. So let's check out the Nyankuropan, shall we? Okay. She's in the regular banner? I didn't know this. Okay, I never looked at it. I've been logging in like daily, but I never looked at the Nyan. You can get her for free OC. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right meow. No way. So Scarlet Bloom, you can get her for free OC. That's really cool. The rate probably sucks, but that's cool. She's a... So I think she's a 0.7 and Kenshin's a 0.3. I cannot read it, but it looks like a 7 to me, because that's the only way it makes sense. Could be 0.6, and then everything else is like a 0.0 that breaks it up. But Kenshin seems to be like lower. You have a less chance to get Kenshin, which is cool. Okay. So we have in here no accessories. So no free accessory. Her accessory's good, by the way. But we do have Dancer Fog, and Dancer Fog is that's really nice. Oh my god. That's so good. That's a nice outfit. Even rolling just for that outfit's really good. Now you do have Tristan and Sanzo here, which is kind of wah, wah. But you have Dance. That's nice too. You have Dancer Sky. That's really nice too. You have Dancer Flower. That looks really cute too. Wow, these are all really good outfits. That might be worth a couple summons, just to see if I get an outfit. Then we have regular Oogie sets. You have some underwear stuff. They should do that more often, absolutely. They did it with Yakuza Moroku, especially on a rerun. I can understand not doing it on their initial release because they want to make money, but on a rerun, they should always be there. I think on a rerun, the character should just be there. Absolutely. Especially the age of the game. So Halloween banner, it's also free. You can use Friose for Wolf King Kaguya and Wildcat Momotaro. Nobody else in there except for, Junk. Like anybody else. They're the pickup ones. Pickup? That was right up. And I wonder if Scarlet Bloom is among them. She is. Scarlet Bloom is there, and Yagyo Jubei, Ibaraki, Izuna, Itabiyaksha. They're all there. Okay. So anyone that's not premium, you can get. You have a chance. So you have the pumpkin outfits. I'm actually wearing the leggings from the dark one right now. That's really cool. Yeah, the accessories aren't available. That sucks. Yeah, they didn't put no accessories, but the Vanguards are good. I don't know if they're accessories. Oh, yeah. Momotaro Phantoms used to be considered one of the best until I think Ibaraki's came out. They're really good. So then we have Halloween, My Room, Nyankoropon. We usually roll in this with some gacha tickets every year to try and get... Is the casket a bed? I have the pumpkin bed. And I think that's all I have. I think I have one of these guys. I think I have this little guy here. But these are always nice, the Halloween stuff. I think I blow like 40 gacha tickets on it every year. Man, look how low res it is. Oh, it's so good. Love it. Then we have some outfits. And some more outfits, the Tengu ones. Senryu Bagatub. That's what I meant to say earlier. I have a boss Senryu. Okay, let's check out the special gacha. You think Jubei has the best twin sword accessory? Oh, okay. I thought Jubei was sword, but you're right, she has two swords. You're right. Okay, so here we have Keiji, Jubei, Seimei, Makami, and Satan Girl. If I were to rate this lineup, so the bad thing about this lineup is there's 5 characters on this lineup, okay? So that is an immediate fuck. So, character-wise, Keiji is definitely like S+ tier, Seimei is like S tier, Yagyo Jubei is probably high A+, Makami's the best mount, we're going to give him S tier, and Satan's like A tier assist. She doesn't have the durability of her sister, but she gives you a shit ton of attack. 60% attack, to be exact. Oh, fuck. Wait. Are the other Vanguards not here? Hold up. That little thing isn't there. This is an old school lineup. No way. So it's 0.8. So if you hit a platinum on this banner, it is one of the 5. So how does that fare for someone like me? I have KG maxed. I have a couple scrolls of Jubei. I have 1 scroll of Seimei. I have max Makami, and I have max Satan Girl. So I can only win for Jubei or Seimei. I'm not touching it. I ain't touching that. But if you don't have any of these characters, that's really good, because if you get a platinum, you're getting something. Now, you could get screwed. You could get Satan 5 times. You could get... Well, if you already have them, then that's bad. But if you didn't have any of them, the biggest loser would be Satan, followed by... Fuck it, Jubei? And then Makami is good if you don't have Makami. And then Seimei is good if you don't have Seimei. And Keiji's winning. So, yeah, it's really, really good. I'm going to give this a... So its only negative is that there's 5 Vanguards in it, but those are the only Vanguards you're going to get, if you get one at all. So I'm going to give it a good 4.5 out of 5. It's very good. So we have in it the Keiji accessory, the Jubei accessory, the Makami accessory, the Seimei accessory, and some sailor outfits. The sailor outfit alone is worth it. It's 10. I wish we could have Jubei's hairstyle. That blue and black's really nice. So the Jubei accessory, you mentioned it. 20% attack, very good. Durability loss, okay. Resisted, 15 crit, 40 rain, 30 slice, twin affinity 70. That's very good. Yeah. The only thing this is missing is cooldown cut, but it does have SP reduction, which is good. 20% attack is very good. Crit 15 crit is wild. Yeah, I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10 in terms of accessories. Like, the crit's really good, the rain element's good, the slice is good, the affinity is good, the attack percent's great, the attack speed's whatever, and the SP reduction is very nice. I would just personally wish it would have cooldown on it. Like, for it to be a 10 out of 10 accessory for me, it would need to have cooldown and like 10 decks on it. You do that, we're good. Because, like, I thought the Toshis were the best spear accessory for, like, 5 years. And they have very little on them. Just has cooldown, affinity, attack percent, and, like, 10 vit. And that was all I needed. Nowadays, I value movement speed quite a lot. KG, so she has 25% attack. KG is widely regarded as one of the best universal accessories, and by that I mean even if you don't have... It doesn't have Odachi affinity on it? Really? So it's just a stat stick. KGs are highly regarded. They are used a lot because of their 25% attack means if you have 2 of them, you get 50% attack, which is fucking massive. When most accessories give you 15 to 20. Comparatively speaking, that's 30% to 50% or 40% to 50%. It's a huge attack percent. Then it gives you 15% to both defenses, and then it gives you 30 fire, 30 wind, 30 mountain. It's basically a redux in terms of its bonus effects. It's very good. And some crit force. I would rather prefer crit, to be honest. 10 crit force is easier to get than, 20 crit. Same accessory. They let you fill up your Vanguard very fast, to my knowledge. Yeah, so they lower your defenses 15% each. They lower your HP. They give you SP percent, 10% attack, 25 fire, 25 rain, 25 wind, 25 mountain, 25 lightning, 25 ice, 25 holy, 25 dark. Okay, so 25 to like fucking everything except for like poison. And I think does it not? Oh, it does give fire. I think it's like everything except for poison. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's all elements. 25 to all elements except for poison and flight. 81 affinity. Wow, way to raise the bar. And then your Vanguards fill up 20% faster. Some people wear them just for that alone. It can make the difference between having a 4-scroll Vanguard and a 5-scroll Vanguard, or having a 5-scroll Vanguard and an instant charge Vanguard. It's very, very helpful. Makami accessories, they used to be really, really good. Nowadays, they're still good. 20% attack, 20 movement speed, very nice. 10 critical, 40 holy, 40 ice element, and 20% HP. No affinity on it, no cooldown, but they are very nice for moving fast and doing stuff. They're better than nothing. Then you have your outfits. Sublime Kill Code sets. Frankly, I think we're ready to start seeing like 6, 7, and 8. I think they should put Sublime Skill Card set like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as many as they can in here so that you always have a chance to get them. They could even make these heavier, but at least having a chance for them makes you feel like, oh, there's something worthwhile rolling for. Because if the only thing worth rolling for is that shiny gold and platinum, it's not as good as like, oh man, oh sweet, I got a gold, let's go. Or I got a silver, let's go. You should always feel happy rolling. That's my philosophy. No roll should be like, skip, dang it. You shouldn't be doing that. Young Koropon 2 is the same thing as the first. Kenshin and Kenshin. Then you have the dancer outfits. No accessories are obtainable. That's like you said, no accessories at all. That's a big rip. I actually have one Kenshin accessory. But this is also bad because the accessories are needed to get bonus drops in the event. You would think its rerun would have them there. And if not there, they should be bundled with the fucking Vanguard like they used to be back in the day. And then again, you have the Sublime Skull Crits. That's one. Then you have the Halloween Limited, which has the Kaguya and Momotaro, and then all those costumes. Same deal again. Then we have the Platinum. I want to see if Scarlet Bloom's in the Platinum or not. There she is. Okay, well, that's great. Jubei is in the Platinum. Okay. Is she in the Legendary? Legendary 1 and Premium 1 are usually the same. Yep, okay. So now Scarlet Bloom Kenshin is just way more accessible. That's really, really cool. Okay, so now we're going to go to channel 2.5. Or is it 9 3/4? We're trying to avoid crashing. Alright, so... Where would be the least laggy place I can go to? Oh yeah, my good old friend Bluey. Sure am. Okay, so, lesser known thing that people aren't talking much about that I've seen for the general discourse of this event. Your room, no, I need to be able to fight, but my room's a good suggestion. You be struggling? I don't know much about it yet, sorry to say. But they added new skills to the game, and I got them. I identified 300 weapons, and I got them. So let's look at those skills. Some people might not know that there are new skills. It's only weak to dark? Fuck. Okay, so I got half the skills right here. And they're all kind of cool. Some of them are better than others. Oh, non-element makes sense for sure. Okay, so the first new skill we got is called Sparkle and Shade. And it is for Odachi, and it is confusing. So, either this is just developers thinking something is cool but not knowing how the games work, or this is signs to come that there is going to be a weapon down the line or Magatamas that are going to be positive holy and positive dark. Because this skill, like Bright Flash or White Flash or whatever that skill was called that Nyarlathotep uses, is both holy and dark. And apart from ornamentations or the odd accessory, there is nothing in this game that is going to give you positive holy without giving you usually more negative dark, or positive dark and negative holy. Knowledges are like negative 100 holy and like 50 dark. Like, it's just how it is. Like Cielo's, Masteries, you name it, all those kinds of mags, like they're just negative, like super negative of the opposite element. So this skill here being holy and dark, it's kind of like an out-of-season April Fool's joke in terms of skills. It looks really cool. I don't know how many hits it is. It's awesome. But hopefully in the future, they're going to introduce a new boss or a new weapon that's going to be both holy and dark, and you can make weapons for it. Hopefully we'll see something either having to do with like Tau, like both light and dark at the same time, or maybe even the next form of Lucifer is going to be a combination of the both of them. He might become Apocalypse, he might become his true devil and angel self, he might become whatever, and he'll be both holy and dark, and we'll be able to put this skill on those weapons, and Odachi players will be eating good. Anyway, the skill's really cool. It's basically Getsuga Tensho, and it's awesome. It's got a hell of a long range on it. Sparkle and Shade. Like, it's like a beam right out of the sword. It's really cool. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, as it currently stands, this skill doesn't really have a home. Unless you want to build heavily for one and not the other. Because the skill doesn't have Slice, Impact, Pierce, any of it. So you could, like... But even if you built for one for the other, you're still negativing the other side. So, like, you'd have to run, like, an accessory that gives you, like the Makami accessories, for example. If you go one of each, you'd have 40 holy and 40 dark, and you'd be getting nowhere fast. Like... But it's really cool. So hopefully if they add support for holy and dark in the future, and maybe even a new perg that's holy and dark or whatever, and it comes with a new Oogie that's holy and dark, it would have a really good home, because you can't really spam it. Like, you can't, like, skill interrupt it into something else. I was trying to hit Grim Strike the entire time. You're locked in. but you can cancel into it, but it does also... No, wait, that's this weapon. I thought it made feathers. I thought that was a hint. But yeah, hopefully whatever new thing comes out that's going to be holy and dark, hopefully it comes with support, like mags that are holy and dark, and then they're going to be like either negative nothing, or they're going to be like negative fire, wind, and what's the other element? Thunder. You know, the gargoyle elements or whatever. You have a theory that we'll be getting some form of Benkei as a mount or vanguard? Yeah, I mean, we do have Genkei already, but I think so. It could be cool. We've been wanting new mounts forever, and they did add the machine type, so they're going to use it. They can't just not use it. So, hopefully they're in the kitchen cooking and making us some good stuff for Christmas, for sure. Okay, so that's Sparkle and Shade. Really cool move. Really, really cool. So then, Sword got Vortex Slash, which I actually like. I like Vortex Slash a lot. And it's basically like a lunge step, sort of, but you spin. You can't really substitute lunge step with it, but it's nice. It's this quick two-strike move, and it's water. It is a rain attack for Sword. It's not mega multi-hit, but it does have really deceptive range. I was using it on some Kijimunis to extract it and make cards of it and stuff. And it's very quick, 2-hit attack. At least it's 2-hit at rank 4. I don't know what it looks like at rank 7. I have no idea. But it has a really good lingering hitbox, and it's really nice. Very quick attack. You can go like lunge step, vortex slash, comes out very fast. It's really cool. Is it clearly holy elemental attacks with the wazoo, so it feels like they're setting a potential for it? Cool. Yeah, that's good. I agree. That's good. So Vortex Slash, they added Water and Slice. I think it's really cute attack, it's really cool, and it's something that Sword can have. Next we have... On the Grand Bardiche, this is on Axe, I should say. I only got this skill once, identifying like 300 weapons. This is called Spinning Gale Axe, and it's really fun. It's really good, and it's, dare I say, multi-hit on Axe. Okay? Multi-hit on Axe. So you charge it up, and you just fucking let it go. I think it hits like 5 times. And this is only rank 4. It's really cool. If you just tap it, it's like a couple spins. Doesn't go as far. If you half charge it, it goes not really much farther at all. I can't wait to see how many charges it has at like rank 6 or rank 7, but I haven't identified any of it yet. Eventually I will. But it's really fun. It's really good for mobbing. It's wind and slice, I think 100%. Like that's it. It's got 1,000 skill force at rank 4, so I can only imagine a rank 5, rank 6, rank 7. But you just spin and you go forward, and it's multi-hit on Axe. It's way better than the other wind move Axe got a couple years ago. The last skill they added. That move was... I made an Axe for it, like one of the Honda weapons. It was dog shit. This move is probably a lot better. Hopefully... If you can like fight an enemy like Mephi that doesn't move, or you just get in the right position, if this has enough charges on it at rank 7, it could become the Wind Harvester. It's really cool. So it's really nice to see that on Axe. And then we got the Staff one, and the Staff one is literally, they recycled Vertex, but made it shinier. I have the rank 6 of this attack. So it's Vertex, and has thunder coming out of it. And it's really cool, and it's really loud. And you can have like 4 of these things out. Its cooldown's really low. And it's just water and lightning. There is no physical element to get in the way. And it tracks. So wherever, it's not a move where if you aim it, it goes there. It's wherever, like there's, like let's say there's a Kijimune here. It's going to come out right there. It'll move to the left or right, depending where they go. Yeah, the Moroku event Oogie. Yeah, it has no range. So once you hit someone with that Oogie, it sticks on them. So let's say, for example, you're fighting Eldritch Beast, and you hit him with it the first time. You might not even need to hit him the first time. But every subsequent hit, even if he's dashing across the screen like a crazy person, he's still going to get hit every time it ticks. And you can continuously reapply that skill over and over and over. It's really good, the Tabu Yaksha skill. Yep, absolutely. I forgot it existed. Thanks for bringing that up. That's a great move. And it does kind of look like this, doesn't it? Like it's this big thing that comes up out of nowhere. It doesn't stick to the target like that move, but that move is actually really good. The Tabu Yaksha one. Yeah, absolutely. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. Yep, absolutely. It's really awesome. So those are the 4. So this move, again, would be awesome on an Ausame if you ever wanted to make a damage one. You max it to 6? Cool. Does it take Dura every tick? Like, because then it would fill up hella fast. So, before I change weapons, do you guys want me to just go to the test dungeon and, like, hit stuff real quick? Because I don't even know how many hits these moves are. I'm gonna go do it. I don't know that Sparkle and Shine one. I never hit anything with it. Ever. I think it'd be irresponsible not to actually hit something with it and just show animations. The staff is so old. Experience dungeon. I want the Lancelot experience. Yep. Let's go. Today, November 1st, we went out and we got bunch of half-price candy. I got like 3 bags of like Kinder Surprise stuff. Oh my god. Buenos and Kinders. And chips were on sale, and we got like 2 boxes of like Cheetos. It was awesome. Bunch of half-price stuff. And I used like points to get them. Okay, so we need an enemy that can take a hit. Let's go. So it's hitting for what, 1 mil a tick? 7, 8, 9, 10. At rank 6, it is 10 ticks. Unless it hits some other Daruma. And we can keep applying it. Okay, I need to target him because it keeps missing. I think it's sucking him? I don't know. No, he's not getting pulled into it. So this doesn't have the sucking power of Vertex, but it has the sticking power. So if I'm targeted to him, and I'm facing this way, it should still hit him. No, I'm not targeting on him. There we go. Yeah, even though I'm not looking at him, but I'm targeted, it still comes out. So this skill actually levels up hella quick because it's taking durability a tick. I'm noticing my staff is breaking. 10 ticks of this skill's a winner. If I was actually leveling right now, because this dungeon doesn't let you, this would be leveling up hella fast. I am not a staff main. I do not have skill force for this. I am not built for this, but that's really good. And it paralyzes. Did I just notice that? It paralyzes. And it's a multi-tick thing. What's the rate of that paralysis? And even if your weapon breaks, it still does damage. That's really cool. I like that. That's really good. Lancelot, calm the fuck down. Well, that didn't make sense. So this skill, if you like use it point blank, it doesn't work. Is it not multi-hit? Is it Lancelot paralyzing? It might be Lancelot paralyzing. This skill might not be multi-hit. This skill might not be multi-hit at all. Oh my sweet fuck. They hate Axe. So I use this on a bunch of Kijimunas. It does have the same animation as Log Rumble, yeah. It only hits... That's dog shit. This move had so much potential. And it only hits fucking once. You know what's better than this move? Reaper fucking Death Scythe. 5 mil? What does it do uncharged? 5 mil uncharged. 2 charge? 48888. 1 charge. 5, what the fuck? 5, 4, 7. Why does it go up? 5, 3? 6? No, that can't be 6. 5, 2? What does Blazing Swing 2 do? Nothing. Oh my god. So this skill, that fizzled because it lagged. Wow, that skill's horrible. Alright, let's see Sparkle and Shade hit once. Oh fuck. Okay, we got ourselves a Sublime. Sparkle and Shade, 10 hits. What the? What the fuck? How did he get over there? Fucking flash stepping. So, if you had 10 hits for an Odachi skill on your bingo card, go buy a lottery ticket. Where'd he go? Oh. So I wonder what... Is this the range? 20 meters? Bullshit. Okay. This is some bullshit. Okay, so we're at 18.9. It's not hitting. Let's go forward. 16 meters. It hit once at 16. So 15 meters. No, it pushes. So 14 meters. 14.5. It hit 10 times. This was a 14 meter, 15 meter move. So 11, this should hit every round. Do. Hits a little Duruma. Okay, wow. And it only takes 1 instance of Dura, 20 Dura a hit, a usage. So if you could actually get this skill, you know, rank 5, or rank 5 plus, and on a good weapon, with affinity for it, etc., 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 this skill has potential. If we can get support for it, this could be a... You could start seeing like 6, 7, 5. I mean, that's not really possible. It's not probable, but if you can get this rank 7 from skill change, holy fuck, watch out. Then we have Vortex Slash. This one is just 2 hits, but it's more for mobbing. Rank 4, it is hitting for 1.5 mil without skill force, so... Its actual skill force value is 951. Pretty cool. Can we change weapons? Oh, we can change weapons in this dungeon. Okay, Lancelot, take a chill pill over there. Okay. So I should have them favorited for the new skills. Fire and Ashes is the new wand skill. I don't know if I have anything higher than rank 4. I did not get many of this skill. Okay. So then, for Spear, I did get Spears on a Villafant, of all things. And I ranked it up to rank 5. Spears, I'm not too impressed by, I'll be honest with you. I think other skills did better, although Axe is fucking suffering right now. Axe is... Although Spear's last skill wasn't that good either. Boulder Breaker Sublime is cracked, but regular ass Boulder Breaker is not my preference. I do not care for that skill at all. What weapon? Odachi. What weapon is this? Twin Sword. Twin Sword I got the most. I don't know if you guys try to identify for these things, but I got Twin Sword like fucking crazy. Thorn of Ice, rank 4, rank 4. I think these skills only exist rank 4 or higher. I only ever got the rank 4, I think. Yeah, shame. So we'll take the Dark Heaven Ember, and we'll see what they do. Okay, that's my Twin Sword weapon skin, in case anyone ever sees me using Twin Swords. Alright, so Thorn of Ice, I think it's just 2 quick hits. Lancelot, leave him alone. So it's actually 4 hits. It's pretty cool. Cooldown could use some work, because I'm at max cooldown. But if you had 2 Thorns of Ice 5, you could probably just spam them back to back. But it can hit mills. It is very strong, Thorn of Ice. And this is not being affected by any of my mags. This is rank 4. 800 skill force. It's Slice and Ice. Better than Twin Blade slash Dance, whatever it's called. It's kind of like Twin Blade slash, but ice. For those twin players. Like, that's probably the biggest example of it. So, if you can get this thing on something strong like a Dark Fin, and it starts pumping out like 4 damage caps, or maybe the rank 6 or 7 has more hits, this could end up being comparable to Collapsing Blade because of how strong it is and how many hits it is and how quick it is. Because it is 4 hits. It's very powerful. So, it is a nice addition, but I did think their other skill they got was like some ice slashy slide thing, so they keep giving Twin Ice, probably because the Tempests and the Fused have ice on it, so. But I think Thorn of Ice is definitely one of the better skills they added. If the Odachi one gets support, it's probably one of the best ones. Odachi and Staff, probably 2 of the best right now that they added. 10 hits, can't complain about that. Now, Fire and Ashes, I haven't used this one, but I've used it, but not on an enemy. There was an Oogie or a Sublime that Wand got, where it put like this like smoke on the ground, and it was really cool. This is basically the basic skill of that move. Fire and Ashes is, element-wise, Fire and Holy. So it just stays there, hits 5 times. I have really low Wand Affinity, by the way. But it stays out and you're not locked into it. So you can use it, and then you can, like, Kamaitachi, White Breath, whatever you want to do. White Breath 1. 60k. And it doesn't have a hitbox. Like, it has a hitbox, but it does not really... He just kind of stands in it. He doesn't really take damage from it, or that could just be a test dungeon thing. Like, it doesn't seem like it flinches him. Yeah, he kind of just, like, sits in it. He reacts to it a second time, though. I think it could just be hit or miss. But it does take durability per tick, so it levels up very fast, but breaks your weapon even faster. That's rank 4. I don't know if rank 6, 7, or whatever has more hits to it. But if they do add a hit per tick, this will be very good. I think my weapon's broken. Okay, so Spear got Frozen Javelin. And as the name implies, you would think you would throw the spear, and I was really happy. I thought we were getting Rocketon Spear as a skill. What's her name's attack? Her name is not... Valkyrie's attack. But it's neither a javelin, it's only frozen. It's not a javelin at all. They just used a thesaurus or something. But it's a quick, I think, 2 or 3 hit attack. 2 hits. So for, I don't know if rank 6 or 7 has 3 hits. Hopefully they do. But at rank 5 and 4, it's 2 quick hits of ice. It can damage cap. Obviously, like, it's rank 5 and it's a spear, so I do better with it. But it's basically like Waterbound Blade or Collapsing Blade for ice in its traditional sense. So 2 quick hits of cap. It's quite the shame to see because Ice Dragon Spiral is like, even at rank 5, that thing hits like damage cap 5 times anyway. So unless this skill gets crazy at 6 or 7, I don't really see myself wanting to use this over those other skills. Like, at all. I did rank it up a couple times. I did extract the card a couple times, but I don't think it's that great, Chief. It's kind of lackluster. Like, Lunge Step over here, that's the real damage. Look at that, 2 million Lunge Step. Never in your life did you ever see a Lunge Step do 2 million damage on a speed. The range on it isn't that great either. I don't think it hits from here. Oh, it does. Fuck. Okay, I might be lying. So that's Lancelot's whole ring. It didn't hit. So what's the meter range on this? He's teleporting. Let's go over somewhere where he's not tweaking. So 8 meters. Does it hit? Hits once. So Lancelot, can you please just stop pushing? Thank you. So 7 meters. It hits 7 meters. So 7 meter skill. 7.9, 10. Does it hit 10? No. 7. Yeah, 2 hits at 7. So I think the twin ice skill, Ice Thorns, is way better. Hits way more times. Definitely really good. And then lastly, we have Enormous Arrow, which was Japanese Google translated to Giant's Arrow. But I think Giant's Arrow is actually better. I like Giant's Arrow way more than Enormous Arrow, in my opinion. So Enormous Arrow is interesting. You can charge it. I don't know the range on this sucker, though. It hit! Okay. 19 meters. It hit! 21 meters. It hit! Okay, he's not... I don't see numbers anymore. It hit! It hit! It didn't hit. I don't know how far we are. Fuck. It hit! That's so cool. So this is probably the longest range of any skill I've ever seen in my life. Like, for a bow, like, you know, probably like Icicle Punishment or some other shit is like hitting. I feel like 30 meters is probably correct. But we can also charge this skill. So that's the 1 charge, doesn't hit. Okay, so 2 charge. Does it hit? It does! 2 charge. It hit! 3 charge. It hit! It hits twice. Flaws be like what? Be like that? Oh, it hit! It hit! I find when I say it hit, it sounds like that girl when she's playing like God of War or something and like the rabbit gets shot and she's like, ah! She's like, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so let's see how far triple charge Giant's Arrow goes. Doesn't hit. Doesn't hit. Bam! So it's a 2-hit attack with a fucking long range. I think the range is really good. And maybe at rank 6 or 7 it hits 3 or 4 times. The range on it is really nice. I think all bow skills should be this range. I think bow skills should be way longer than wand skills. And you can also like snapshot it. So like let's say you're looking here and you like aim it to the right, it'll go there. So like while you're charging it, you can re-aim the shot. It's not instantaneous, but it's still an actual bow skill. I guess it hit the rock that time. Mine hit for 1.3 million. Again, I'm not wearing bow shit. Or mountain shit. I think I'm negative the fuck mountain right now. Still, it's pretty cool. I was really impressed with the range. So what's his range? 22 meters. Yeah, we hit that no problem. So 25 meters probably. Bam. Hits 25. Hits. So I think it's probably the longest range bow skill in the game outside of like janky sublimes or icicle punishment. Actually, let's run that. Let's run that test right now. Does it hit? Does it have more range than icicle punishment? It do. It hit. Yeah, icicle sublime. Yeah, that thing's fucking way long range. Yeah, you're correct. But it's got more range than IP. Holy shit! What's IP's range? It won't even tell me because he just doesn't exist. Oh, it hit. Okay. So if I step back a little bit, doesn't hit. Change to lightning gore. It hit. So we now have a skill with longer range than icicle punishment. So then that makes me wonder in terms of bow, right? Let me not change bow. You're so mad. I don't blame you. It just, for me, it's like the longest skill for reference. Okay, what else do we have for bow? I'm trying to see if I have a restriction sublime. Because restriction sublime, yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Restriction sublime to me is like the longest. No, it's exorcist sublime. That thing's fucking long. Well, it looks long. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, restriction sublime. Do it hit? It don't. What the fuck? 22 meters, restriction sublime. Go. It hit. Only once. I thought restriction sublime hit twice. It only hits once? It hits twice. What the fuck? It hits twice. So there's a range limit on restriction sublime. If you're close range with it, it hits twice. If you're long range with it, it hits once. I didn't know that. So then we have, how far? 22 meters, 23. Okay. Water Cannon Sublime. Water Cannon Sublime hits. I don't know how far it hits, but it's fucking long. It doesn't. Okay. Does enormous arrow hit from here? It does! Okay. And Rainbow Peacock Slime, that's a jump. So yeah, I think it's probably the longest, or tied with... No, it's the longest range bow skill in the game. Giant's Arrow. Or Enormous Arrow. Giant's Arrow sounds cooler. Okay. Let's get out of there. That was really cool. So those are the 8 new skills. Hopefully, as time goes on, we might see them in their rank 6 or 7 or even 5 form. It's restrictions on restriction. Exactly. Range restriction. Okay, so give me a 5-minute recess. I'll be right back. I just gotta take care of something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Ugh.
ガウェイン卿は立派な人物だが、なかなか変わった体質をしているんだ。ガウェイン卿は立派な人物だが、なかなか変わった体質をしているんだ。
Okay, I'm back. Alright, man. So while I was gone, I thought more about Giant's Arrow. And how, like, Bo has, like, no in-between. So Bo either has close range Boulder Dash that doesn't reach rank 7. Because Boulder Dash 7 should exist. That move would be hella powerful. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have Enormous Arrow that is like the longest range skill. So you either have a shotgun or a sniper. There is no in between. That's pretty cool. So, for anyone watching this later, let me know what you guys think about the new skills in the comments later, or even you guys in chat now. Do you think any of these skills are viable? Do you want to get them for yourself? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're great? So on and so forth. Let me know. I am looking for weapons. These are in the wrong order. It's going to bother me, but not right now. Okay. So we're not doing any Kenshin stuff. Let's put the Yaksha back on. We gotta take that soul. I'm probably gonna crash. I guarantee you this. Okay. Cool. Alright. So we did the Neon Corpon. We did the new skills. We did a general assessment of the current state of things. That's all great. That's all good. So I got my 10 OC for the day. That's really good. Okay. So this new story stuff. Where do I go to do that? I think I gotta go to the moon. Like, for you guys that have done the story, please help me. I have not. So I'm actually behind on story. Like, I'm still at the android stuff. So I've assembled the androids, but I haven't gotten much further than that. Now this arrow here, I don't know where it's taking me. Please tell me it's taking me to Ginza. Where is that? The moon? That don't sound right to me. I shouldn't be on the moon. Maybe I am on the moon. Where's quests? Quests. Main quests. Main. Turbulent moon ring. I have a feeling we'll be firing guns back and forth again. Just what is going on? Let's head to the moon and find out. Okay. I could have swore I never got out of Genai's house. So who had it on their bingo card? Oro playing story for 2024. The last story update we're going to get for 7 years. I think they're actually going to start doing more story, because they kind of took the in the survey, the amount of people that said, like, do you find this fun? And they said a whole bunch of no. And I think they really looked at the traditional gameplay loop of event, do event, move on, event, do event, move on, event, do event, move on. Maybe once a year they add a dungeon. And I think they kind of took that to heart and said, yeah, we need to change things up. We need to go back to our roots and add dungeons with mags and weapons and things to identify, etc., etc. Okay, so who's this? So your name Usugi Kenshin? Nayo. Kaguya-sama! Master! I'm so glad you two are safe. We heard there was some kind of conscription going on here. Where are Saisei and Yuzuten? Fucking Yuzutsu? They were... She kind of stacked. Anyway. They were taken away. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, their families would have been called upon too, so there's nothing they could have done. Well, you guys are still here. You weren't forced to join. Oh, my parents love the Earth, so they were totally opposed to this whole thing. I don't have any parents. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. Anyway, how do you know that things were going bad up here? Oh, Six told us. Ah, 6 Six, it's been ages. This brings back some memories. I haven't seen you since the black mochi cake. Haha. I'm sorry about that. we really thought we could make those just like Six did at home. What? Buddy jokes are good and all, but shouldn't we be on our way? Where are you going? Don't worry about it, little man. Little man, you just answered the girl. We're going to help everyone, aren't you? Master, let us help you too. No, it's too dangerous. I couldn't take you along. Boo. You've managed to stay safe this far, so just stay here and stay out of trouble. Leave Saisei and Yuzutsu to us. But, just wait here, okay, please? You know I can't just say no to you. Princess Kaguya, allow me to show you the way. Okay then, let's go. You two take care, okay? Yes, master. They're gone. Oh, what's this? That's... Oh, I'm still here. Give it to me now. You've got to tell me more about the Earth. Give me what you dropped. Best teacher ever. I've fallen for her all over again. I want to go to Earth too when I grow up. Okay. So now the partners are here. Okay. You... Remember Marinucci Sewers? Yeah, you're not wrong. Because they can't monetize them. But, like, and it's the same thing with any dungeon. Like, the experience dungeon, they can't, like, profit off of the, okay, Lancelot, you're going to have to go, if you can't be quiet in the back seat, you're going to have to go walk. Listen. So, but yeah, like, they didn't really make anything past Dew Creek experience-wise, because then people won't do the experience dungeon. And I think maybe they felt like they probably looked at people leveling up since its inception, and they is the yellow one the right arrow? I don't know. But they probably thought, well, it's been enough time, like, we're making all these weapons 133, 135, like, if they start making stuff, you know, 136, 137, even with a dungeon, people still got to get restores. They still, well, not restores, but boosts, and they still got to run it. Like, they can't keep gatekeeping content for money. Like, they should be making their money off Vanguards, off outfits, off Sublimes, off, you know, mounts. Like, if they just made new shit, and dungeons you could use the new shit in, then they'll be profiting. Is this a new dungeon? Is this something new? And by new, oh, I'm so behind, guys. I'm so behind. Hello, 6. Or 9. Here. This is a bit more run-of-the-mill than I was expecting. I have a feeling that father used to pass through here. What? Well, I like to walk him to the city and gates, and I'm sure I saw him come in here. What did you, old man, do for a living? How to explain? An engineer and a researcher, I guess. He kind of just did whatever he wanted, so anything and everything, really, as long as it was interesting. Not too different to you, then. If Kaguya's old man worked here, then there's a good chance we're heading towards a research facility. I have a feeling that if it was her father, it's no longer in use. But even still, we should proceed with caution. Is this a dungeon? Novus Bloom. Man, I'm so behind. Oh my god. I know this dungeon. I've seen videos of it. Quietly. Are you joking? You're the loudest here. Mind yourself. What the hell are you talking about? That's exactly what I'm talking about. 6, where is Mom? Please take me to her. Certainly. Hey. Kaguya-sama. 6. What are you doing here? Didn't we specifically tell you to wait at the hideout? Huh. We came to give you this. This is one of 6's parts. Yeah, it fell off her at the base. 5 ashes? Okay. Is really one of yours? Is it really one of yours, 6? Affirmative. This is a piece of my elbow. And I'm glad we brought it back. But I guess you could say that we just use this as an excuse to follow you, Master. Sorry. I'm sorry too. I didn't want you to take any risks, but I appreciate the effort. Thank you. Nayo-sama. Taki-sama. Thank you so much. No need to thank me. These two are hopeless. What are you going to do with them? Make them vanguards. It may be dangerous for the two of you to go home now. You'd best come along. Alright. Awesome. Shh, we have to move quietly. Be careful. Okay. I'm going to take it that fence means don't go that way. And people are going to think about, but what the fuck? Enemies. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. They don't have drops? This would have been the best dungeon to farm that shit. It's kind of cool. Now, is this the dungeon with, like, the hidden backroom thing? Like, there's, like, a big, like, honking worm in here, isn't there? I didn't get a drop. That sucks. Okay, so I'm assuming I gotta go... Oh my god, hello! Man, 2016 me would be, like, scared of this place. I used to be such a scaredy cat, like, afraid to do anything new. Like, oh, a new dungeon, oh, I'm scared. I would wait for, like, someone to go with me or whatever, and then... Now I walk into dungeons with, like, a fucking twig, and I'll be like, alright, let's go. And why is he there? This is a secret passageway. Huh. It says there's an enemy. I don't know anything about this dungeon. I know... What the fuck is that? Haha. Fuck you. Anything else I should know about? Just on the map it showed orange, right? So, oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Ancient shark blade. Okay. It's telling me to go that way. So is that just, like, optional? Okay. I thought he was like a big asshole. Oh my god, look at all these little guys. What's the point of this? This map is all orange, and I want to know why. Can't go that way. Hello. Oh, alright. That jump used to be like the bane of our existence. Little kid. Sorry, dude. Oh, we can't go that way. Fuck. Is that just him sliding through the map? Okay. Alright. The fuck? Lady Obro-sama is being kept in here. Mother! There's no one in here. Hey, 6, this is the right room, right? Correct, there is no mistake. No way. Shh. She must have been moved somewhere. 6, how did you escape this place? I went back the same way I came in. Did you have to battle it out with anybody? Yes, I was required to engage in combat. That's why you're in bad shape when we found you, huh? Could it be that they moved Kaguya's ma knowing that help would come? Well, this is probably not the best way to say it, but if they referred to Kaguya's mother as a research subject, then the worst case scenario could be, Kaguya, I'm sure your ma must is safe and sound somewhere. So let's go look for her. Yes. So her mom must have been sitting in this chair. Okay, so then that opens up the other portal. Got it. Okay, I understand. Oh, that's him? That's him? I heard about him. That's Day 10 Ryu, isn't it? Who's that? Intruder detected. Kaguya. Who is it? No, huh? Doesn't this chick kind of look like 6? 99? 99? MKXCXI requesting activation of battle mode. Android MKV1 receives signal from unknown model. Cannot comply with request. It's you guys. You're the reason the gauge is acting weird. Princess Kaguya. Subaru. Yeah, I know. I never did it because it was like bugged and I never touched it. And then it was fixed and I never touched it. I was wondering who you would run to after breaking out. It seems having Obero transferred was the right choice after all. Sortie the 3rd Android Squadron. Capture Princess Kaguya. No, capture both the Princess and MK6. And kill the rest of them if you want. How can I test Seishuku now? Since you have thrown my equipment out of the whack, I guess I'll have to act as a gauge in its place. Why don't you try using that? Roger that. 3rd Android Squadron, deploy. Holy fuck, that's cool. Roger that. Target acquired. Proton cannon. Roger that. Enemy reinforcements are here. These are also androids? Damn, that's a player model. That's a Metabot. Look at Seishuku! Look at him! Where'd he go? Come back here. Well, I'll be fucked. She's got a lot of health. I don't really have anything else to fight her with. What about lightning? Who's this asshole? Lightning doesn't work so well on this one. Horde is dark. Did Thunder Beast me? If it wasn't lagging, I would be comboing the hell out of this charge spike. Is there another one? Hooray! Let's get out of here fast. Hey, what's going on? What's wrong with the two of you? Let's go. We have to go. Huh? Electric waves have been detected. Unable to analyze. Electric what now? What do you detect? We have to go for the moon's sake. Nayo, Take, wait, no! That's some impressive power. Where are you hiding all this strength? Will you just do what you're told? This feeling, I felt it before. Ah, this is just like that time Kaguya-sama turned into the lunar spirit. Oh, fuck. Huh? I turned into this? Nope, you were way worse. No way! 6 Android Squadron has arrived. You gotta be kidding me. There are too many. We've no choice but to retreat for now. But what about Nayo and Take? There's no way we can escape with the both of them like this. We'll all be captured. Oh no, let's go, Aurelia. I'm going on a boat. Where's the boat? Dang, you can't really look at them. Pretty cool. I got 3 potions. I think I know what's coming next. I think it was like you do Palace again or something. We made it. Nayo, Take. No. Just like Lady Shizuka said, that sudden transformation and sudden energy, it was like that time Kaguya turned into the lunar spirit. That geezer did mention using that. Maybe he was talking about something like brainwashing? Perhaps this is also part of their plans to go to war with the Earth? However, if that brainwashing is anything like when Kaguya turned into the lunar spirit, there's a possibility we could return the victim back to their old selves. Right. Who was the android that looked just like 6? Oh, that's 99. She's 6's younger sister. Younger sister? Androids can have sisters? According to my father's notes, they're sisters. 99 is her model number. 99 was made after my dad started to work as a researcher at the Palace of Rain. Oh my god, that's so cool. She was also one of the workers there. She used to be such a good girl. What happened to 99 to change? Do you know? I do not. However, extrapolating data based on her movements, it could be inferred that her emotional circuits have been shut down. Wait, they can turn her emotions on and off like a tap? That must be so weird. Father often brought her from work to spend time with us. That's when we started to get closer. I hope she hasn't lost her memories from then. That's right, Onilor. I know it could be awkward given her outward appearance, but if she is a machine, could you not just hit her to have everything working as normal? Yo, Shitsune, please stop thinking that you can just fix machines by hitting them. Didn't Genai tell you off about this recently? But I wonder if what it would be like to try it. Well, to a machine, I don't really know what it makes them happy or sad. Also, that dragon boat thing, Seishoku, was it? Didn't that look exactly like the one they set on us last time? What? Really? But that's... Wait, do you know something about that thing? Yeah, it's an old ship from my father's laboratory. What? Well, I never saw the real deal. I was just shown pictures, but I remember that it can travel incredibly long distances, even to distant planets. Wow. All I know is when that thing takes a fucking right turn, you're dead in fucking Oni mode. Get hit by its water. Distant planets? Is something like that really possible? Sure seems that way. It would make trips to the Earth even easier. Just think about how much more manga you could fit in there. And with figurines, too. One of the big titties. That was the goal of making it? Well, my dad has a laboratory inside my house. Why don't we go there? Kaguya's home, that's right. There might be something useful there, like some documents or plans or something. Well, it could turn the odds in our favor if we do find something. This time, it doesn't matter when you go. Kaguya's father's place always has something interesting. Well, he really just did what he loved. Alright, Aurelia-san, let's try my house. I like the sound of that. Let's go. Gonna do a pro gamer move. Res point. Okay, wow. Even on PS5, like Palace Rain Link did not load. Okay. It feels so weird to be following an arrow. It feels like for like 2-3 years I just didn't follow an arrow, ever. Precise meter for inspection. Thanks, man. It'll be a long time before I get there, I think. That's a lot of damage reduction. Oh yeah, Kaguya's home. Because you gotta go in, then you gotta walk around. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's earlier. This song. Dun, dun, dun. Should be this way. Has this door always been open? Can't go in there, fuck. I would pay for a CD of all the Onigiri music. Okay. I'll do my best. Oh, okay. I forgot to give her this. Scarlet Boss? What's Scarlet Boss? Oh, I guess they're starting the story. Okay. I don't know where the laboratory is. What? I've only been there once, and I had my eyes covered the whole time, so I don't really have any idea where it could be. Then there was this one time when Father would come hide away in this den, but then not come out, so it must be around here, I guess. Well, if your pops is anything like you, I'm sure he's a couple glasses short of a set. Damn! Damn! But he always looked like he was having so much fun. I mean, that's how I ended up getting so interested in Earth. Well, if I look at it like that, you've got your dad to thank for having you here with us now. Anyway, let's find the entrance to the laboratory. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, this is the thing behind the bookshelf. He's like, I found it by smelling. What is this? Nothing but hope. ... What's up, Momo? I could smell it before, but didn't say nothing. But, you know, there is a wind coming through this part of the wall, right? No way. This could be it. This could be the hidden door. Show me where it's coming from. Ah, you're right. I can feel it, too. Let me try pushing it open. It's no good. It's not budging at all. So why don't you just smash it down? Wait, what a sec. You might blow something important, books away with that same time with the damn door. Oi, Kaguya! What happened? Did you find something? Momo found something. We can feel the wind coming through here. Do you remember anything about this area or anything that might help? Anything that might help? This. Do you see anything? Ah, first edition limited print of Tohiza. What? What? I can't believe Father had something like this in here. Why didn't he say anything? Clack. If you pull that book out of there, it makes this sound of noise. Did that just open? Oh! Whoa, you found it. Amaterasu, you're alive. The old pull a book in the bookshelf to open a secret chamber trick, huh? Kind of cliche for a hidden laboratory. This book is rare even on Earth. This is the first print of the first edition too. Whoa, anyway, volume 2 and after aren't so rare, but what was like pretty much like that. Yes, it's very, very cool. But I suppose if you weren't nerding out over that book, we wouldn't have been able to open the door. So thanks, but you're still weird. Damn. Looks like it goes deeper, down to the basement, maybe. It also looks like it hasn't been used for a while. We have no way of knowing what condition it's in. Let's take it easy, okay? Hey, Momo, not bad. What? Alright. Fuck. There's no little whirly... Oh, yeah, it did move. No, it didn't. It's just gone. Whatever. I know. I know. It's been 3-4 years. I started it. I got to the moon. Just gotta fly me to the moon. Oh, we're in Palace Rain. Oh, I'm gonna stab him. Like marshmallows on a stick. Yeah, I built the robot a long time ago. I started going to the laboratory or whatever. The secret... I don't know if it was a laboratory or not. What is that? Oh, that's where I came from. And what's that enemy over there? What the fuck are these? Oh. Yeah. Man, they're still dropping carrots. They probably look cool. Accessories aren't just about stats, you know? It's like playing a waifu in a card game. Her stats might not be great, but damn, her other stats might be perfect. What is this? Oh, thunder. That was like the repurposed Vanguard symbol. Yeah, I've never gotten... Oh my god, this hurts. I miss the moon. What does that sound? Hey James, how you doing? You know, I find using Charge Spike incredibly, like, funny. Like, it's such a, like, underestimated move. Like, no one ever thinks Charge Spike gets capped. Alright, what do we got here? Did I miss someone? No, they just don't die. They don't despawn. Oh, fuckles. They're so small. You can go through the left wall. Like the big red one? What? But only from that side. Okay. Oh, okay. Right on, right on. Oh, it's him. What about this wall? It's red. Fine. Bedrock layer. Okay. Oh, trees. I found him in the other one too. I had to destroy like a console. I keep thinking you just walk through red doors. It's weird, like it takes a while to walk through it. Oh, nerfed him? Maybe, because like I remember I'd see videos of people just hitting him, and I walked in, bam, he just died. Oh, this is them? Scan operation beginning. Did you guys hear something? We've not yet reached the end? This is deeper than I thought. You're right. Hey, Shizuka, you haven't said anything for a while now. Are you okay? Oh, are you? What? What are you talking about, Shizuka? Yoshizune, did you hit your head or something? It's Shizuka. Like hell it is. That is not Shizuka. What's going on, Yoshitsune-chan? Is that me? See? This is the real Shizuka. They're nothing alike. Oh my god, you're so creepy, Yoshitsune. What did you just say? Being able to tell them apart, it's like in an instant like that? That's so weird. But leaving that aside for now, who the hell are they? And that would mean that this Yoshitsune... two Yoshitsune, Jesus Christ. They're gonna break my smells. Yoshitsune, stand back. A scoundrel who dares impersonate the Lady Shizuka. Come meet your end. Did I heard that Mikami was nerfed in the Shootin' Doji dungeon? What do you mean? Like people can't go through the wall or whatever? Shizuka and Yoshitsune? We're waiting for this. No, Shizuka, you're cool. Oh, you got HP. Did you just Verdant Storm me? Rim Strike? Oh yeah, so they're paying attention. Now how would they know that? Did she just use Dance of Ice? Shizuka seems to take a shit ton of damage from ice and Yoshitsune doesn't. Yeah, that's what it feels like. How about Dark? Nope, she don't like that. I don't have anything else. Charge Spike. I'm gonna get Charge Spiked. Exactly. I'm taking this personal. Stop failing myself. I did a smelt the other day, I failed a 95. I actually did. What the hell was that? We don't have time to think about it now. It looks like the path ahead is opened up. Let's go! Yippee! 8 minutes. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. This is the laboratory? Ha 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 ha, you've done well to make it through here. Welcome to the secret laboratory. Where the hell's that voice coming from? Father? Huh? Oh, that's not Father. This voice, it's Father. What do you mean, Kage? I thought your dad was, how was fighting against yourself? I can only imagine the excitement. Did you have fun? Father! Is that you, Kaguya? 6. Is the voice addressing us now really Kaguya's father? Calling analytic operations complete. Result. This is most likely a synthetic voice created by using samples of Sakaki's actual voice. Then where is the voice coming from? I'm truly sorry to disappoint, but I'm merely the AI of this laboratory. I've been programmed to speak in the tones of Sakaki. Oh, of course, it's not like you really could have been. I've been waiting for Kaguya to come here for a long, long time. In fact, it is not just me waiting, in a manner of speaking. Sakaki himself has also been waiting. What does that mean? Sakaki knew that if anyone besides himself were to come here, then it would be none other than his daughter, Kaguya. It was for that reason that I was created in the first place. Yeah, laps would be nice. Like, so, the whole topic of, like, going through walls or making runs faster by, like, Makamiing through the roof and dashing through shit and un-vanguarding, rolling, you know, all that shit. Doing all that crazy shit to do stuff. It's a lot similar to the whole philosophy behind, like, saying that piracy is a service problem and not just a malicious problem. Like, if people did not need to, like, glitch through a wall to make a dungeon faster, then they wouldn't need to. Like, if the dungeon wasn't causing crashes, or if the dungeon wasn't too long or whatever, then people wouldn't feel the need to, like, glitch through the wall. Like, no one's gonna glitch through the wall in farming purified oil. They just wish it had laps. Like, there's no need to, because it's literally that guy in there. Like, that's why we're such fans of dungeons where it's just, you walk in, it's the boss. You walk in, it's the boss. You walk in, it's the boss. That's why you have Keiji. That's why you have Shiro. That's why you have a bow. That's why you have Feast of the Damned. That's why you have all this stuff to just go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But then when we have these dungeons that are just not built for in and out, people are like, fuck, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. And they'll do their hustle. So, now, like, it's against TOS to, like, deliberately go in and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to show you how to glitch through this wall and this wall and this wall, and then you can take this 5-minute run and put it down to, like, sub 2 minutes, and by doing this, it's really, really good and whatever. And, like, CyberSub's going to try and, like, watch those things. Now, we just saw in this, well, we're going to see soon enough, but they added a faster Mudboat Tanuki to fight. So, if they just make new dungeons where it's, like, way more straightforward to get the drops we need, we won't care about the old ones. Like, if they made a dungeon with, like, 5 poison toad neurotoxin frogs, no one will care about the dungeon in the sewers. If they just made a dungeon that was, like, quicker and more streamlined, they wouldn't care. It's like doing Arcane Byakko Cavern for Tengu as opposed to doing Warabizuka, because Warabizuka is actually a really long dungeon. But you could just do Arcane Byakko in, like, 2 minutes and just get your Tengu drops. Like, you know what? Like, there's no need to, like, glitch Byakko Cavern. Like, there's no reason to try and, like, go through a wall somewhere or do this or do that. Like, it's just do the dungeon. You know what I mean? So, I'm okay with them, like, patching up the drywall, as it were, if they do go on and make another dungeon that expedites that farm. Like, no one wants to do the Battle of Sekigahara every time they want to fight the Nine-Tailed Fox or the original Tanuki. Like, sometimes you have to, but nobody wants to be able to do that. Okay, back to story. Okay, so let's see here. It would seem that even if it was through AI, he wanted to be able to speak to his daughter. That is why I exist. Huh, you're still a bit of a weirdo, Dad. There was one more reason I was placed here. Look at the smile on her face. She's so precious to have this post-mortem experience. That's precious Kaguya face right there. There was one more reason I was placed here. One final task that I was given. Huh? From this day forward, this laboratory is yours. All permissions are being rewritten in your name. Within this laboratory are assistants who have all my research data up until now stored within them. I have released their restraints, and you may now use them as you wish. Hey, what would have happened if someone besides Kaguya had come here? Well, in that case, I would have destroyed everything here, and finally, the facility itself. I am responsible for the destruction of this data in the event of a breach. And the hits just keep on coming. With the transfer of all permissions to you, my work here is complete. I've been programmed to shut down once able to meet you and transfer ownership. What? No, wait a second. There are still so many things that I want to talk to you about. Besides you, because of you, Father, I came to love the Earth too. I made friends from Earth, and we've been through so much, and now Kaguya, I'm just programmed AI. I do not have a body. I am nothing more and nothing less than facility management. No matter how much I mimic the voice or even the thoughts of Sasaki, as a far cry from the real thing, the role I have been given has been completed, and there is no reason for you to be sad, Kaguya. Father, what is it? I am not Sasaki, however I will listen. Thank you. Perhaps it is the emotion circuitry, the same as was given to the MK unit, but I can, as something created for nothing other than the management of this facility, hearing those words. Thank you, Kaguya. Thank you. Wherever you may go, I wish you happiness. AI operations have been shut down. From this point, all operational control has been transferred to Kaguya. I wonder if he felt something. Kaguya. Hearing Father's voice has brought back so many happy memories. Alright, let's speak to these assistants and see what we can learn. Let's go. I guess she's fine then. Girls are never fine. Hello. Affirmative, I am in charge of the data pertaining to the moon's legends, Orihime, and heavenly raiment. Man, they're talking about fucking Orihime. Wow. Wait, is this where Orihime's from? Heavenly raiment. Affirmative, I'm in charge of the data pertaining to Magatama. Tell me. Give me some mag recipes. What do those say? Can't read them. Affirmative, I'm in charge of the data pertaining to the moon's culture and history. Okay. Bucket. I'm in charge of the data pertaining to engineering as well as other fields of study. Okay. What are you in charge of? Affirmative, I'm in charge of the data pertaining to the Earth's culture, history, and legends, etc. Okay. This machine. What are you in charge of? I'm in charge of the data pertaining to the Dragon Arcs and spaceships. Okay. I think I talked to her. I don't know. To the sun, the Milky Way, and space. Alright. Pretty cool. Welcome home, Kaguya-sama. But pleased to meet you. I remember you from when I visited here as a child. From the outside, it looks like one of the ones from the factory. You've got a name, fella? I am Onesie the Helper. Pretty straightforward name. We work as data storage and management units for Sasaki-sama. There are 8 helpers, and each of us store different data, so when you want to browse the results of experiments or run an analysis of your own, please speak to us. We want to know more about the Dragon Arcs. Unfortunately, requests to access coded information can only be made by the laboratory master. I see, so only Kage here can tell you what you want to do. Well, I'd like to know a little bit more about the Dragon Arcs. Could you tell me about them? No. Certainly. All information pertaining to the Dragon Arcs is stored by 3Z the Helper, so please squint or inquire there. That's what you meant by separated data. The sheer amount of data that Sasaki-sama collected cannot be stored by a single one of us alone. The burden is too much to bear. The stored data is not limited to documents outlining results. All the information which led to the theory being tested as well as the reference papers are all stored together. If you desire, all this information can be prepared. What? This is too hard. Can't you break it down a little simply? I suppose we need to speak to the 3Z the Helper first, right? They have the same face. I can't tell them apart. Is it that one over there? Let's go ask. Okay, so 3Z the Helper is over here. Good day. What would you like to know today? Tell us more about the Dragon Arcs, please. Certainly. The Dragon Ark's official designation is Seishoku, and they are considered to be vassals for interspatial travel. Their place and date of construction is unknown. For reasons unknown, the Seishoku slumbered beneath the Lacus Mortis until discovered by Sasaki-sama, who began an excavation. Interstellar travel. Exactly as Kaguya said, it is really possible. At the current level of development, interstellar travel remains impossible for the inhabitants of the moon. Wait a minute, that means the Seishoku thing came from another planet? Is that really what we're talking about here? What did Kaguya's old man do with this Seishoku thing once he dug it up? He determined that the excavated Seishoku possessed powers which posed a threat to both the people of the Earth and the Moon. Sasaki-sama placed a variety of restricted spells on the Seishoku and remodeled it for the use as a protector of the Moon and a transport to Earth. But we're attacked by it. I mean, if you just say it's a protector of the Moon, I guess I get it, but what is happening with the Dragon Ark now? Do you know? After the Seishoku had been refitted, it was taken in by the Palace of Rain Management, where it was allocated the name as you know it by, the Dragon Ark. Any information pertaining to the Dragon Arks after Sasaki-sama's departure from the moon have been recorded there. Back at the facility, the head honcho, looking moron, said something about Seishoku's original form, didn't he? Knowing what we know now, it's not a stretch to assume that Geezer plans to strip away the restrictions set up by Kaguya's old man. He intends to return Seishoku to its original form and use it to attack Earth. It might be prudent to think along those lines for now. If it does come to that, we are going to need to know how to stop it. Do you know any way to halt the Seishoku's return? A project was undertaken to determine if the Seishoku could be stopped. It was concluded that, with the technology available at present, it would be impossible. No way. Well, at least we know that much, I guess. I guess the next thing I want to know is about the Heavenly Raiment. If you would like to know more about the Heavenly Raiment, please speak to the Forzi the Helper. Okay. So Forzi the Helper is right over here. Good day, what would you like to know today? Tell us about the Heavenly Raiment, please. Certainly. The Heavenly Raiment was given to Kenguyu by Orihime. The factual purpose of this gifting is unclear. Orihime, I've heard that somewhere before. It's the one I was telling you about from before, Kaguyu. Kenguyu being given the Heavenly Raiment is an old story told in the moon. Kenguyu fell in love with Orihime and was going to steal her raiment, but in the end she returned his feelings and gave him the raiment out of love. They lived on different planets. It's a tale that anybody and everybody in the moon knows, right? That's what you said before. Does this mean that it's not just some story, that they really existed? Yes, taking into account the archaeological sites discovered and the powers exhibited by the raiment itself, it was concluded that Orihime very likely exists. Whoa! Exists? Does that mean she's still alive? Yes, the result of studies on the Heavenly Raiment and its powers indicate a possibility that not only does Orihime exist, but she still lives. What does that mean? The Heavenly Raiment, when worn by a person, will strengthen the person and use them as a pivot for an alien power. This strengthened person is known as the Lunar Spirit. It was hypothesized by Sasaki that the source of the power used in this process was the result of a link with someone not of this world. Working on the assumption that this someone was actually Orihime, it was further postulated that by donning the Heavenly Raiment, it was possible for the wearer to share her power. Just to be clear, you're saying that when Kaguya put on the raiment and became the Lunar Spirit, it was actually Orihime, not only existing, but still alive, transmitting her power to Kaguya? So Sakaki-san realized that the Heavenly Raiment had something to it, and eventually came to the conclusion it was the source of the Orihime story? Shizuka, you really love a story like this, don't you? Yup. There are lots of fairy tales which are based on something that actually happened. It's kind of fun to learn why and what happened. Yeah, but I don't remember when Kaguya became the Lunar Spirit. But don't you remember? It was a pretty damn scary. If that was the result of Orihime, then she might not be the nicest person around. She doesn't sound like a friend I'd want. When the Heavenly Raiment is donned, the loss of self requires a blood-related parent to act as the handler for the wearer. This control is a technique handed down through the Palace of Rain. It's not something you're born with? Correct. It is a capability passed down through the dozens of generations in the Palace of Rain. What does this mean, though? In other words, the Palace of Rain can manipulate someone who becomes the lunar spirit in any way they want, but the raiment, that can't just be worn by anybody, right? Correct. Only those who are compatible with a telepathic link to Orihime may use their powers. So if you had yourself someone capable and you slammed them in the raiment, you just have to wait until their transformation to be able to use them as you please. Not really sure about this only a blood parent bit, though. And Nayo and Take started acting really weirdly before. Did they have something to do with the power of the heavenly raiment? Telepathic linking with a large number of people not compatible with the bond is not an innate ability of the heavenly raiment. However, it seems that a different research group, Tasakaki-sama, were working on analog compatibility. Holy words. I see, so there might be a way to just load anyone up with this kind of power? Can those affected be returned to normal? If the connection between Orihime and the target is broken, they will soon return to normal. That's a relief. I can't help but wonder, why go this far? Like, what is the reason to get this extreme about an attack the Earth? The Palace of Rain nobles, are they by any chance the descendants of Kingyu? Well, that's what people say. I'm not really sure on the specifics, though. If we would like to know more about the Palace of Rain and the nobles who live there, we need who we need to speak to next. In that case, please speak to Tuzi, the helper. Oh, Tuzi. Tuzi must be that one, because that's one, and that's... Fuck, I don't know. Good day, what would you like to know today? I guess the people in the Palace of Rain, I don't really care much about them, so I never bothered to learn. Of course. At the present, several dozen Lunarians live with the Palace of Rain. It's fucking One Piece right now. They act as the central pillar of governance in Mar Imbrium. They are one family descended from Kingyu. If Orihime exists, then Kingyu surely exists as well, right? Correct. At the very least, they are descendants from someone who bore the name Kingyu, and they acquired the heavenly raiment. We heard that they were responsible for using the heavenly raiment as a means of protecting the moon. Is that true? Correct. They came to hold the mantle of defenders, whose role was to protect the moon from outside attacks and even natural disasters. In that event, they would make use of the raiment. Why are they going this far in their use of the raiment, though? If it is solely to attack Earth, what is the reason? What reason do they have to hate the Earth so much? By any chance, did the people of Earth do something to the Lunarians? This is just conjecture, but there's a possibility the origin of their sentiment is the original lunar spirit, Tsukuyomi no Mikoto's descent to Earth. Fuck. Let's get her as a vanguard. What? Big brother, what does this have to do with this? Oh, that's his brother? Mikoto? What? And why is this name coming up here of all places? Tsukuyomi no Mikoto? Who is that again? My little brother, so Susanoo's big brother. Oh, right, Amaterasu, Susanoo, and Tsukuyomi. That makes sense. Right. Amaterasu, Omikami, Susanoo no Mikoto, and Tsukuyomi no Mikoto. These are the three famous elder gods in Japan. The government which called upon them was the one before the current Kagura shogunate. The calling of the three gods is a story older than war with the Kamikui. It's so old that I doubt there remains more than a few books on the subject. Is that somehow related? Indeed. It is believed that Sasaki was somehow involved too. Holy fuck, this is fun. In the ancient times of the moon, a spirit possessed the lands. The spirit was known as the lunar spirit. Oh, I see. Then it's not the person who dons the raiment is the lunar spirit. But there used to be a fully fledged god called the same? Correct. So when the lunar spirit suddenly vanished, the people capable of wearing Orihime's heavenly raiment came to bear the responsibility for protection of the moon and also that name. Lastly, it seems that the reason for the sudden disappearance of the lunar spirit was determined by Sasaki-sama. The people of Earth had called him down to them. What? This fact was known to very few amongst even those in the Palace of Rain, and those that did know came to harbor an intense hatred for Earth. However, something happened in the palace which resulted in the information becoming widespread, and the information spread, so too did the hatred. Amaterasu-sama, Susanoo-san, do you remember anything like this? I remember us being called upon, fuck. But as for what ceremony was performed or where we were going before, I don't really remember much of anything. I have a feeling that Tsukiyomi never really mentioned anything like this story either. Well, he was never really talkative, and this wasn't exactly a high priority conversation. Whew. It's cool that like they're talking about like ancient stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you were there. Do you remember? Oh yeah. The only thing that mattered to us then was halting Japan's descent into the dark. Where is Tsukiyomi-san now? Dunno. We really don't know. After that first great barrier came down, we had no way of communicating anymore. This kind of makes sense, I guess. When we met you for the first time, Susanoo, you were wandering around Izumo looking for your sister. I mean, it's a lot to take in, but for now, that's all we wanted to know about, right? Yeah, this really is a lot to mull over. The Dragon Arc is really the Sesshoku, something excavated by Kaguya's old man, and it had its powers restricted, but now the goons in this place are looking to release the power once more. The heavenly raiment is a gift from Orihime, who actually exists, and the raiment itself is being tinkered with by the palace. Oh, and now we know why a bunch of Lunarians are so serious about hating the Earth. Sesshoku, Orihime, Tsukiyomi, I feel like there's a clue in here somewhere. It seems like a bunch of old stories, doesn't it? But if that's the case, Keiji no Kimi-san might know something, right? Keiji no Kimi-san, now that you mention it, just what exactly is he? Keiji no Kimi-san was, to the best of our knowledge, an older subordinate of Tsukiyomi. He was what? That was a theory of Sasaki-sama. However, he made no official entries on the subject. Come to think of it, we were told that the Sesshoku thing was sleeping in the Lacus Mortis. It would be in our best interest to have one more look out there. He told us information for free in the past, but this time we might not be so lucky. Well, as long as he doesn't suck any life out of us, I'm happy. Okay, let's go see Keiji no Kimi-san. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we can just talk to him. We don't have to go through the dungeon. Wait a minute, there's two portals here. Oh, I see. Okay, so now we gotta go to Ibaraki. Because I need more Moon King. Alright, my weapons, are they? Yeah, they're good. That's fine. Makes me a little happy to hear the moon music, to be honest. Makes me feel like I'm farming Dew Creek or something or whatever. Like, it makes me feel like there's fever time. I remember one time I think I had to farm Dew Creek or something, and I was watching like Attack on Titan at the same time. So I think of that too. They're in the forest running. It's pretty good. It's a good time. Okay. I'm gonna get up there, but I'm gonna get a drink before I have to read again because my throat's pretty damn dry. Okay. Let's go get something. No, my fruit snacks. Ugh, I fell on the floor. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go again. Six, the terrain here is rough. Please be careful. Understood. Would you like me to show you the way? Wait a minute, have you been here before? Yes, Sasaki once took me here. Bitch. Really? It gets rough around these parts, so if you have any shortcut, then let's take it. Analysis of field is possible. Alright, then can you show us the shortest route possible? Understood. Hopefully we'll make getting through this cave much easier. Let's go. Moon fragments. Can't we just talk to the little guy that's not here anymore? Oh. Lacus Mortis. Lacus Mortis puppet. Okay. I didn't know that existed at all. Learning all kinds of stuff. Alright. This is the same dungeon. It is not the same dungeon. Which portal's wide open? Oh, fuck. So it is literally just the same dungeon. Oh no, that's new. I think everything just drops Seshigu Droplet. These dungeons dropping experience at all? Not much. I don't know. I see a chest. I'm always a nice big fan of a nice big chest, especially when there's two of them. What's in it? Nothing? Oh, fuck. Okay then. So we gotta go, oh, we're going a different way. Oh my god, this is so cool. So cool. So cool. This is so cool. Fucking Miracle Stone. Oh, I love this dungeon. I can't have the Miracle Stone. Fuck. I don't know when I got lobster nigiri, but look at that Miracle Stone. The fuck is this? Huh? Okay. Imagine if this stayed open in the other dungeon. Is this the slime room? I love that echoey sound effect. That is so... feels good. To think Giant's arrow is longer range than that, that is insane. I think this is the only door that opened. Okay. Alright. A couple dudes. I paint them blue. Those Akana Peach guys have so much defense, it's unreal. Looks like a rock I gotta destroy up here. This feels like a part of Lacus. Every time I do Lacus, I only ever do like the first 2 rooms. I never actually run the whole thing. Okay. Oh, fuckles. Oh, just as one would expect from 6. You got us here so much faster. I am receiving a signal from MKXCIX. Huh? 99? Princess Kaguya and 6 identified. Huh? We've been chasing this far? We've been chased this far? Battle preparations are complete. Kage-sama, please stand behind me. 99, stop it. It's me, don't you remember me? What are you? What about 6? She is right in front of you. You love her so much, and yet you... Big sister. Oh? Apprehension of target and disposal of non-targets commencing. There's no hope. Brace yourself. Oh, fuck. Now, is it just 6 or is it Sugamo? This is... Oh, fuck. She stunned me. Though to say, this is for every time you weren't an accessory. Okay, ice don't work. Oh, she don't get stunned. Fuck, freezing? Wow. Feels like the Rolling Thunder pushes her. So much for that. Ow. She's actually beating my ass. I don't have anything else to fight her with. You don't remember this? I feel like they updated this story earlier than 7 years ago. Like, it feels like maybe like 3 years ago, but I don't remember ever hearing about this at all. 6. Huh? Whoa, what happened to 6? Yoshitsune-sama mentioned that if it's a machine, then all you have to do is hit it and it'll be fixed. I'll try that. Yoshitsune! Oh, so this is my fault? Huh? Big sister, Kaguya-sama. Oh wow, did that work? Is she fixed? No way. See, I told you. Machines can be fixed with a good old slap. Don't tell that. Don't let that get to your head, Yoshitsune. Just give them a good old smack. They won't be doing Fortnite dances after that. Purification potion. Oh good, we can repair. Oh fuck. Scared me. For some reason I thought it was Namahage. I was like, oh fuck, he's not here, is he? Alright. So, we gotta talk to... Are you sniffing a Momotaro? Oh, okay. Ah, Akana Peach. Huh? Keiji-sans look more chipper than usual. Okay. If I remember correctly, you can put a stall down here. Yeah, this is a safe zone. Oh fuck, that's not a thing. Where the fuck is this guy? Where's the arrow pointing? Who do I talk to? 6. Oh, okay, the arrow's in her ass. I see. I am terribly sorry. Whatever reasons I thought I had are irrelevant. I can't believe I pointed a gun at Kaguya-sama. You remember what you did? Yes, when Sakaki Sama left for Earth, I had my emotion circuitry locked and was made to serve at the Palace of Rain. I mainly did chores and guard the palace, but this time I was ordered to assassinate all of you. What? No kidding. Or yeah, no kidding. Actually, my system is still currently operating under the palace set parameters. Huh? However, I was able to prioritize my emotion circuitry so I can change my registered master and orders. Please don't worry, I'm back to normal. Huh. This is just like again I said, though, through sheer willpower, one can overcome their master's orders, right? Well, when it comes to the AI of an android, we can't be entirely sure. All that aside, thank you, big sister. Kaguya-sama, welcome home. Everyone is nice to meet you. I am MKXCIX 99. I am an android. Please, call me 99. Hee. I'm not so sure if I can say I'm back for good. What do you mean? Actually, I see. That happened along the way. If you were working at the factory, then maybe you know what they were doing with that Dragon Arcs? With the Dragon Arcs, did they try to return them to their original form? Yes, we were conducting research to find out how we could make the Dragon Arcs, the Seishoku, return to their original form. The unlocking of the internal and external limits placed by Sasaki himself are 83%. Wow, you guys are practically done. Hey, that's not a good thing. 99, do you know of a way to stop the Seishoku? Sorry, I do not know. I have been helped several times with the Seishoku signal. I have helped several times with the Seishoku system, and the person who is in charge of maintaining it is not a person from the moon. They were not from the moon? Yes, I think if you have the permissions for their command center, then you can stop any order that is sent from the Palace of Rain and even stop the Seishoku. However, the information regarding that permission is hard to analyze. Perhaps even Sakaki-sama and the other employees would not be able to break that code. The person with the highest permissions, if we enlist that person in our cause, the case of the Seishoku becomes groundless, right? But we don't even know who that person is, so we probably shouldn't expect too much from this. Yeah, you don't think that Keiji no Kimi may know? Somehow I always have the feeling that he can answer any one of our questions. It's been 5 years? Wow. Oh, It is you. I was wondering what all the commotion was about. Ah. Dun 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 dun. Where is he? Oh, he's not on the thing. What's up, bro? Oh, Morocco? That's not Morocco. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? That was funny. I had to make sure. I'm like, what? So what was it you wanted to talk to me about? A long time ago, there was a ship I found. A dragon vessel, if you will. I came to inquire about the Seishoku. The people from the Palace of Rain had removed Father's protective equipment and made the Seishoku attack the Earth. That's why we have to put a stop to the Seishoku. Do you know a way we can stop it? Seishoku, I haven't heard that name in a hot minute. Damn, this guy's like thousands of years old. He's like, a hot minute. God damn. Kage, I'm gonna rizz you up. Look, this guy's got all the lingo down pat. The Violet Sage was on that ship, and Seishoku was so dazzling. I remember it all like it was yesterday. Violet Sage? Yes, a lady from the furthest depths of space, along with past all the shining stars. She said that she was out sightseeing and looking for fun. She came to the moon with the two-headed dragon. Yeah, 2020 does feel like yesterday. Like, absolutely. Like, try to find, like, a list of, like, 10 good games that came out between 2020 and 2020. Like, 2021 and 2024, between that range. Like, because there hasn't been, in my opinion, there hasn't been that much innovation in gaming since that point. Because, like, 2020 was, like, when Genshin Impact came out. And we're 2024. So, like, from 2020 to 2024, like, the biggest games that came out were, like, can't even think of it. Like, you've got, like, Baldur's Gate, like, last year. You've got, like, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just came out, and that's already kind of, like, going its motions. Like, can't even think of it all. You had, like, Honkai Star Rail in the Gacha Sphere. You had Cat Fantasy come out this year. I like that game. Like, it's really hard to, like, for me to, like, put a timeline in gaming wise for stuff. Like, I guess there were the like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for, like, Nintendo, but, like, there was no, like, big thing. Like, not as many. I feel like there was more games that came out in, like, 2015 to 2019. There were more games in that range than there were games, like, good games from 2020 to 2024. Like, that's when your GTA 5 came out. That was when your Soul Calibur came out. That was when you had the Crash Bandicoot remakes, the Spyro remakes. You had, like, Smash Brothers was 2018. The list goes on. But then it just kind of, like, there's, like, a period of, like, and then you had your Fortnite, too. Fortnite would have came out, I think, at least 2020. But then there hasn't, in my view, there's nothing, no big, really change. Fuck yeah, 2015 was when we got Onigiri. It was October 2015, around this time. It originally came into inception 2013 in Japan, and then 2015 over here. Peach Beach Splash was pretty fun, but Crash Team Racing was fun. But yeah, like, I'd almost want to just, like, look at, like, a Wikipedia and go through, like, the games that come out each year and, like, really pinpoint, like, how many games that I really enjoyed or would have enjoyed or were interested in that period. Because you don't really see it. Like, I played Fire Emblem Heroes for a time, but then that's still going, but it's power creep to fuck. So, stop that. I find the topic of power creep, it doesn't bother me so much in, like, Oni as opposed to other games like Fire Emblem Heroes or other games that have PvP. Like, gacha PvP is, like, a big no-no. Even if it has it, I try not to focus on it. Like the whole point of a gacha game should be to beat the main story and the main events that you need to get through. Speaking of PB Splash and Kagura, how dang cool, what is it? What'd you say? How dang cool would an Onigiri collab be if you could get, you know, Asuka and Homura? It'd be really awesome. So, fun fact about that, and we can take a little aside here. I did mention earlier I've been playing this game, Brown Dust 2. My buddy been playing it for a while, and then I had it on once I got an iPad, I downloaded it because it wouldn't play on my phone, like, ever. But they just had a big crossover with Senran Kagura for, I believe, their 500-day anniversary, like a year and a half. And they do a lot of crossovers, I guess the game does. I think it did one with Mishoku Tensei, so Jobless Reincarnation. They had like Eris and Roxy, the water mage, and Eris, the swordswoman. And they're in the game, but I wasn't around for that. And then they just did a Senran Kagura one, and they had, for characters, they didn't even have just like the main four like schoolgirls, so you didn't get Homura and Asuka and all that. You got, it started with Hikage, who was my favorite. You got Hikage, the girl with the big gauntlets from Gessen, and then you got Yomi for free. Yomi from the Homura squad. And then they added Yumi, the ice girl. They had her. So they had 4 characters, and that event was about a month. That's when I played it. I started playing it. And, like, I'm going to say, like, Dolphin, I managed to max out every character. Like, it's very generous for summons. Like, every banner they have, like, I wish they did this in Oni. So every summon you do doesn't matter. There's no difference in, like, paid summon and unpaid summon. Every summon you do gets you Yorozu in that game. Every single summon. And every day on every banner, you get 1 free pull a day. So with, like, the Senran Kagura collab, you had all 4 characters plus an extra banner they had running in the game itself. So you had, like, 5 banners of, like, weapons and characters. So you had, like, every day you were getting 10 Yorozus. You were getting 10 Yorozus a day. Every day. And I managed to get, like, when I got Hikage maxed out, on the free pull, I got her twice. So I actually got her 6 times. I don't know if her name's Yoshikage. I can't remember her name. But I managed to get every single one of them an extra copy. My last summon for Yomi, I got 3 of them in 1 temple. I was like, holy shit. I only needed 2, and I got 3. I was losing my mind. I think I posted it in the Discord. But I was like, holy shit. The game, like, they gave me an achievement for getting 3 URs or 3 5-stars in a single pull. It was called Golden Finger. I've gotten that twice. It was awesome. That's my title. It's really cool. And the game's really, really etchy. Like, it's probably like one of the etchiest, in terms of ultimates, it's probably one of the etchiest gacha games around right now. It started off as like a sequel to some other game like called Brown Dust, and then Brown Dust 2 is just literally, yeah, when you do an ultimate, like, it is like 1 decimal point away from showing a nipple. Like, it's really good art. It's like live 2D. It's fun. It's like a very like simple, like turn-based kind of position your characters. They use their attacks automatically. You have to like be smart about it kind of game. And then when you do an ultimate, you just see like big titties in your face, and then their pants explode, and then you're like, oh no, and then you do big damage. It's like really cool. So that's been fun. Anyway, so yeah, a Senran Kagura update. Like a Senran Kagura Onigiri would work because it's like still like feudal Japan ninja kind of stuff. Like it could work because like Senran Kagura would work. I think Bleach would work. I think Bleach would be fantastic with how this game works. Even if they just came in, we got like Ichigo as a Vanguard and like Orihime and Rukia or something. Like I could see Orihime as like an assist character, and then Rukia as a Vanguard, Ichigo as a Vanguard, and then you could get like outfit stuff like Ichigo outfit, Rukia outfit, the hollow mask accessory. Like that'd be really fun, and get some like oogis and skills you could learn. That'd be really fun. Naruto could work, Bleach could work, anything could really work, as long as you like go timey-wimey wise. One Piece they'd have to try to fight for that, but Senran Kagura could work for sure. They could even do Action Timeman, which wouldn't even make sense, but it would make money. Like Onigiri could really collab with really anything, so long as it's like timey-wimey and they just say, "Oh yeah, you're in feudal Japan now." Like Inuyasha would be one of the perfect ones because it aligns with like feudal era, and then you have this. Inuyasha would be perfect of a collab. Like he would have to be like Yashahime or whatever the new one is, but Inuyasha would be really good. Inuyasha would be fantastic. That's literally the Onigiri vibe. Absolutely. If you wanted to talk about crossovers. Um, yeah, Nikkei is very Nikkei is very ecchi too. I never got into it. Like I like the character designs in it, but I never got into it ever. Like I could probably download it and look at stuff, but I don't know. There's already a lot on my plate already, but yeah, Nikkei would be a good crossover because it's really popular. Apparently that Snowbreak game was like trying to be this big champion of uncensored shit, and it was going to be really cool, and it was like expression, 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 and then China just said, ha ha ha, you fool. And then they just went after them recently. Apparently they're like refunding a bunch of shit. Like they're getting they're getting the poker of Redo a Healer right now. They're getting fucked. I was planning to like watch it and like check it out, and it just like apparently it just got hit with this huge fucking refund thing, and you can't have this and you can't have that, and this is too sexy for mainland China, and now no one can have it. So they're like refunding things people bought. It's pretty bad. I've been following that a bit, but there's probably any property at all they could cross over into Onigiri, so long as they like put them. I mean, Kagi and them have guns, so you could do whatever you want. Fate Stay Night would be another good crossover for sure. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Bleach, but for Bleach would be perfect. Yeah, Bleach and Inuyasha. Yeah, Backflash Wave for sure. Then Odachi would be good. If we got Bleach or Inuyasha, then Odachi would be a good class. Damn straight. Absolutely. Now, I'd personally love to see like a High School DxD one. That's my favorite anime. I'd love to see that. I mean, it'd be more magic based and more. Imagine that dragon armor. Imagine that boost, and you just do like 100 mil a hit. Like every time you hit, your boost goes up, and you have like a counter of like 1 to 10. So if you have one boost, you can do 20 mil, and then if you have two boosts, you can do like 30, 40, and it goes up to 100 mil a hit. Holy fuck! Imagine that Dragon Emperor Issei Vanguard. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we need to move on with the story because I'm extrapolating and thinking. But yeah, any crossover would be great, really. And something current would be good. Even a Brown Dust 2 crossover. I mean, that's anything that's current, that's popular, that's gonna draw people in and like crisscross the fan bases. That's all you really need. Like if Oni spent half its time just. Yeah, I remember when this game first came out, people loved that show. I've never really watched it, but I've heard it's great. That's the one with Icarus, the angel girl. They could really do anything. But if, like I said, or like I was going to say, if Oni spent half their time just advertising, like literally all Oni needs to do is iron out the graphics, like make things look a bit better, and like iron out the graphics, advertise the fun. Like don't just like their advertising in the past was really bad. Like it was just showing a dungeon and how things work. They need to like advertise it as in like, oh, you write comics? That's really cool, Megafish. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome to hear. Like if Oni did an advertisement that said, "Hey, like, do you like non PvP gacha games? You want a standard like? Do you want like what's the phrase they're saying right now? A return to form for MMOs. So you want a dungeon crawling based adventure with extensive gear leveling, massive skill customization, stat point distribution. You're not tied to a class. Once you get a character, you can just use them forever. Because this is a breath of fresh air for a lot of people that play Onigiri, especially the new ones on Steam that never played before. They played this because it does what the newer games don't have. Like, straight up. Like, I'd love to hear that from more people, but I've heard it enough to where we'll have people that have never played this game try it out. Like, we've had people come from, like, Tower of Fantasy to come here. Hell's Paradise. Oh, that'd be so fucking good. I love that show. That show is really good. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. Imagine if we went to Hell's Paradise and we had, his name is not Byakuya. His name is, Zabimaru. His name is Zabimaru. That'd be really fun, too. You get him and, like, the samurai girl. That'd be fun. You fight like the big Tau plant thing. You have like Nyarlathoteps everywhere. Be really fun. But yeah, like if they would just advertise Oni as like a classic MMO before shit got out of hand. There's no PvP. It's just dungeon exploring. It's fun. It's cooperative. You can work together, make friends, run dungeons, this. And then just iron the shit out of the game, streamline it, make it easier. Not easier, but like make it more accessible. Add some wheelchair ramps that are just faster than taking the stairs, you know what I mean? Put them everywhere, streamline things. Yeah. And just advertise it for all its good parts. And then just, like, put some funding to, like, smoothing out the graphics. I mean, we survived Type A and Type B once already, like, just do more. Like, if every character was made to look as nice as Akechi did when she came out, that'd be fucking great. Hell, add some cell shading, do something. I don't know. For sure. Okay, let's continue. That violet sage, the moon folk called her Orihime. Orihime! So the Sesshoku was the violet Orihime's ship. I've heard of the Sesshoku flying off from star to star, but did Orihime really travel from a planet far away beyond us? It's kind of hard to grasp. Orihime is of a different kind of existence than that of both the moon people and the earthlings. For those of this world, her very existence is a concept that is hard to understand. Well, if Orihime came here on a Sesshoku, then that means she had administrative permission granted. Now that's the vital information we needed to hear. Good deduction. The Sesshoku will move if Orihime gives the word, so she should probably have no issue stopping it too. Orihime, though, her legend goes way back. Her legend goes way back that it's been told as a fable of sorts. Even if she did come down here, what does she want to do? You're on DeviantArt, are you? For some reason, that did not come through the chat messages. I have to change that from top messages. How do I do that? No, I want all messages. You're on DeviantArt if you want to check out my works. I use a 3D program to make them, and it's basically an uncensored anime style I go for. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love Type B. I was all about Type B. My face looks so much better in Type B. Oh my god. My original Oro face looked awful in Type A. I remember I didn't play for like a week. After they changed it, I was like, oh man. I started wearing sunglasses on Oro constantly. I wouldn't take them off. I couldn't handle it. And then I get to the character selector and I see my face like, no. And I eventually like tried to fix it. DeviantArt. Sounds like some Rempe stuff. But that's pretty cool. No, that's great. That's good. You should. Like, I just spent like 5 minutes saying that Cyberstep should advertise, so you should advertise too. If her raiment is still usable, then that must mean that she is alive. I guess so. The lunar spirit raiments. Orihime left them on her all-star stare. Even if she is far from it, she can channel its power through her heart. Those raiments must be like a signal transmitter for Orihime, and they must have resonated with Kaguya too. Kaguya's raiments must have communicated with them asking for help. Well now, things are starting to make a little more sense, I think. So she was asking Orihime for help, huh? But doesn't Kaguya have to wear the raiment? Kaguya, are you scared? Well, of course you have to be, right? After what happened the last time. OMG, it's totally heroin-like. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Man, did she die? Now there's the Kaguya we all know and love. You know, like the heroines in those light novels who protect the main character's hometown and such. Wow, isn't this such an enthralling situation? Geez, I was wrong to be worried about you. However, I don't really remember anything about the time I wore the heavenly raiment, and there's no guarantee that such a situation won't happen again. Kaguya, how did you stop Kaguya last time? How did we? Well, Kaguya let out her repressed feelings, and her mom later stopped her. Yeah, all I really remember was that I heard Aurelia-san's voice, and I woke up in the Palace of Rain. I see. We also beat the shit out of you. So what can we get from that? Well, through the use of the raiments, we can channel its power and then relay them to this Oni. Oh, to Aurelia-san? It's best that you ask as much as you can. The raiments allow its wearer to be controlled as it suppresses the person's self. It channels an immense amount of power to its wearer. So much power gets channeled into the wearer that they lose themselves. So how does the power get relayed? By any chance, is it by the hands? Like, do we have to hold hands? Or is it by some other means? Huh? Wait a sec. When Kaguya used her raiment, anything that touched her raiment would be sucked up like it was being washed down the Milky Way. Ah, yes. Wow. Is it okay to do that? If Aurelia turns into the lunar spirit and goes crazy, there won't be anything I can do. Damn, can I turn into the lunar spirit? And I worry for Aurelia too. I wouldn't want them to get hurt. What do you mean? Just let me take care of everything. Will you be quiet? We can't afford to have you go berserk again. Well, at any rate, we know we must touch the raiments. I'm pretty sure they are still inside the Palace of Rain. We just gotta go back in and... I'm sorry to interrupt you all. Huh? Dragon Arc security unlock is currently at 80% complete. It was 83 before. Huh? Did they mean 90? Fuck's sake. We need to hurry up. Keiji no Kimi, thank you for informing us. I think I may have something I can repay you with. Something for all the info you gave us. Ha ha ha, don't worry about it, especially considering this is the Violet Sage that we're talking about. I'd rather not deal with that mess. Huh? Kaguya, you'll be left behind. Wait up. Ha ha ha. This is so nostalgic. Tsukiyomi? Okay. Oh, fuck, I almost left. Oh, she speaks. Wait a second. Nayo? Since you guys are going to the raiments, does that mean you're going to the palace? The palace. That's how Dave said it. Ah, yeah. If you're too scared to tag along, we understand. No, it's not that. We know a shortcut to the palace. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's get it. Skibbity. Since Kaguya went back to the Earth, the security around the palace has gotten real tight. There's robot guards all over the place, and you even see we were not able to get into some... We were not able to get in to do some pranks. You little pranksters. So that's how we found out about the shortcut. There's an underground passage that is connected to the palace. Instead of going through the front, it's best to take our shortcut. Over here! Okay, here we go. Going to the palace, don't know where it is. We're gonna take this crystal. Sounds like it's cheating. Instant transmission. Well, fuck. I knew it had to happen sometime. We're only 3.5 hours in after changing weapons and mags and doing skills. Okay, so part 2 coming up in a minute. So this stream's going to end and I'm going to come right back. So refresh those browsers and check them subscription emails. I'll be right back.